All right, you beautiful bastards. Are we ready to go? Or what? We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Glad to see all of y'all in chat. We live. We indeed live. I gotta figure out how I want to arrange. What's up, Alk? Pavo, what's up? Welcome, everyone. We're live. Computer's bugging. Whoa, you're early. I'm good, man. How about you guys? Yeah, I got off work a little early. I asked to leave work because my store's shutting down and we're not really doing much right now. So, like, we literally have no customers in our store. Like, so I was just like, yo, can I just leave early, man? These Friday shifts kill me. So, yeah. Got off work early. Decided to stream a little earlier for y'all. Let me make sure. I think we are good otherwise, though. What's your work? I work at Lowe's. I don't know if that's a thing where you live, but like it's like a hardware store, Home Depot type vibe. So, yeah, but yeah, I think we should be good. I'll get a live. We'll get a link out to the world, and then we should be good. As mentioned before, we're going to be going over the Ashes survey results. So yeah, be prepared for that. Some interesting results. Had to do, what's up, Oscar? Had to do a bunch of shit for that with Oscar. We had to sort some shit out. So we got all that done. No chat? What the hell, dude? I don't know why it's not working. Did my YouTube chat just bug? You got a different haircut? I cut the top a little bit. Was growing just about sick of it. I don't know what's going on with the chat, bro. Do we got technical difficulties? Do we got to figure out chat? I think I might have to figure out chat. What'd you think of Take It Back by Fairlane? It was alright. Wasn't my personal favorite. Yeah, we got to figure out what's going on with chat. This is not good. This is not good. Oh, never mind. We're good. I don't know what I did. I just literally pressed like reset or something. That looks like a stain. Is that a stain on my shirt? I don't know what that is. That's not... I don't know what that is. It's not a stain, though. It's just like a weird coloring. I don't know. Maybe we'll just cover it. It's not a stain, though. Robo looks like he belongs in Stranger Things. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. DK Titty Juice. How's your day? It's all right. Day has been fine. Hey, cutie. How's it going, stranger? Well, hello, fellows. What's up, Jacob? I'm going to get a link out in the Discord here, and then we should be good to go. We'll get a track list done, and then what I think we're gonna do is I think we're gonna go over the Ashes stream results, the Ashes surveys results. What's up, Greg? How's it going, bro? Thank you, man. We're gonna go over the Ashes results, and then we're gonna start listening to some music. So yeah, Discord announcement is live. Oh my god, oops. Dude, I fucking gave the wrong link, bro. Oh shit. Oh god. Okay, hold up. Wrong link. There we go. We should be good. Alright. Yeah, that was a mistake on my part. We should be okay. I gave like the YouTube studio link, so hopefully nobody can do anything with that. But yeah. Gonna get my stream overlay set up, and then we should be good to go. How's it going, Zaltana? What's up, man? All right. Well, I think we're ready to go. Let's get the track list sorted out. We always got to do the classic. As always, I never prepare this shit beforehand. So, Grüß dich, Thorben. Is this the Ashes rating stream? We're going to be going over the Ashes results before we start reacting to music. It'll turn into a video. So, yeah. Let us erase what we have in chat. We have got Blanke, Grant, your friend Polly, Heavy Heart. That's gonna be a fun one. Roy Knox, thank you. Let's see what else we got. We got Midas. Will do that towards the end. We got some Anky. We got some Abandoned. Excuse me. We have got some Shadow. Caster, Choir of the Banshees. Sure. New Jero? Is that a thing this week? If that's a thing this week, we'll do it. I wanted to react to Above and Beyond's new tune. We'll get the MitiS track list done later. We're just gonna listen to the new ones. MitiS, that's crazy, bro. All right, let's see what else we got. So someone was saying, let's see. Son Holo, Jero, that was the one. Definitely want to get Jero if there's a new Jero. Forever, sure. Neo has a new song. We'll do Neo. Neo's a homie. Zaltana and Luvium. What's Neo's? Oh yeah, Glow in the Dark. Okay, we'll get Neo. We'll do like 2 more. Too much music? It's not gonna be too much music. We're only gonna do I'm not gonna do the whole album for MitiS. We'll just listen to the new ones. So like what, 6 new songs, 5 new songs, something like that. Not that much. Zaltana, Luvium, Everin Maxwell. I want to do Above and Beyond. I'll give you guys one choice though. Let's get some trance in this bitch. Alright, I'm gonna give you guys a choice for the last one. Let me see. What's other ones that people want? Son Holo. Alright. These are your 4 options. Have at her. This is for you guys. Vote which one you want the most. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Thanks, Oscar. Zaltana, get your votes in. We'll wait for the minute mark. What's up, Shaker? It's a like 3-way tie. What's up, Hero? I didn't see you said anything. Seems like Zaltana's probably gonna win. Have you heard the new 7 Lion song with Millennium? Nah, I've had to avoid that ID like the plague. I somehow haven't heard it yet. Minute has passed. I think we're tied. Let's see. Zaltana and Sanholo are tied. All right. Poll 2. Poll 2. Loving your content recently. Thank you, Vision. I appreciate that. To be honest, I don't really want to listen to... I think I might do Zaltana. I really don't want to listen to Sanholo. I don't think I've ever added a Sanholo song to my playlist, so the reaction on that one's probably not going to be that good. Sruman with the $2.99 Australian. This is for coming here early for once. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, my man. I think it's going to be Zaltana. Yeah, I'd rather listen to that one anyways. I don't think... Sanholo is just not my vibe. EC really wants Zaltana. I love how, like, the Australian gang is starting to get together. Yeah, alright, Zaltana gets it. Let's see what it's called. There's, like, 4 different Zaltanas on... Can you put Arrival by Freaky? We got a big music release. I'll probably, if you want me to, I can listen to that one off camera. Leave it in the Discord. If you have any recs you want me to listen to in the Discord, I'm always there listening. But yeah. Alright. We've got our track list. We're going to be doing the Midas album last. I'll listen to the Sanholo off camera for sure. What do you guys think about a good old randomization of the track list? I feel like that's always necessary. That's always fun, right? We've been doing that lately. Seems like it's been something that you guys like. Do the randomizer. I'm fine with doing the randomizer because we have the Midas album at the end, so I'm cool with doing a little randomizer. Let's go. First randomizer, we're doing it. Let's see. All right. This is it. There you go. All right, that's our list. All right. So, as mentioned before, we're going to be doing MitiS. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, I haven't heard a ton of great things about the album either. Boo doesn't like the order. Probably wanted Castor earlier, if I can imagine. I think the order is pretty solid. Honestly, this seems like a type of order I would make. Move Blank to last. I'm fine with moving Blank to the end if you guys want to move Blank to the end. I'm cool with that. If you guys want to do that, I'm cool with it. But yeah. Anyways, we got to get through the Millennium survey order. The results. So basically, if you guys aren't aware, I asked you guys in the community, I said, I want you guys to rank every Blank song, or Blank song. I asked you guys to rank every Millennium song off Ashes. We got a Feeny in chat. What's up, dude? Have fun at the show tonight, man. That'll be huge. I'm a little whiter because of Excel. I'm going to make a... we're going to make a different... thing. Just give me 1 sec here. And did it just make me darker? Okay, hold up. I'm gonna fix that. How do I submit? It's a little too late, man. What is it? The survey was out last week. What's up, King of None? Digital Skies. Ranking every song ever. Aaron EP jump scare. Bro switch races midstream. I don't know what's going on. It's not. Okay, here we go. There we go. We're better. We're a little bit more whiter now. All right, window capture, or we can just do a display. Let's do a window capture. All right. You guys balled out with the results, by the way. We got quite a bit of responses. So I think I'll move over to the left here, or I'll move over to the right. Look how many fucking responses we got, bro. We got a ton of responses. We got 104 responses. We got 104 responses. You guys balled out. Huge reception for this survey. Got a lot of people responding. We got some hot takes. We're going to be reading some hot takes a little bit later. But we're just going to kind of go over the results. Definitely do this again. We're going to be doing this for Awake next. Awake will probably be one that I'll be releasing soon. But yes. So I got to figure out how I want to do this. What do you think we should do? Should we just average the scores out? And then I made some pie charts. We can look at some pie charts and see what the pie charts look like for each song. So we can either go through that first. I can average out the scores. We can determine the ranking. We can determine where it would be on a tier list. We got a bunch of things we can do. I don't know. I kind of want to figure out what we should do for this type of stuff. But yeah. Pie charts are goated. I assume that's goated. I made a bunch of pie charts. I got AI to make them, so... Because me and Oscar were trying to figure it out. We just couldn't figure out the pie charts for some reason. Average the scores and determine the ranking, and then put up with your own ranking. All right, we can do that for sure. Let us get an average for each. All right. Oh my god. Bro, remove my average. You wanted me to remove the average, dude. You wanted me to remove the average. All right. So I don't know how we can sort this, but you know how to make it 2DP? Oh, I can do it. Yeah, I don't know. We can figure it out. I guess how we would determine the results. So Reverie gets an average score of 8.1 out of 10. Fortress with an average score of 7.8. With You with an average score of 6. That's kind of crazy, I'm not going to lie. Sleepwalker with an average score of 7.3. That's kind of surprising, I'm not going to lie. It's All On You with an average score of 7.28. We should probably round these decimals down, by the way. We'll go into decimals of 2. That seems fair. Yeah. It's All On You with an average score of 7.28. Spirals with an average score of 7.13. That's a little high in my opinion, I'm not gonna lie. Without You with this average score of 6.20, that hurts. Only One with an average score of 7.02. I'll Be Your Reason with an average score of 4.89. Afterlife with an average score of 9.19. That makes sense. But Jester with an average score of 3.33 and Bring Forth the Pressure with an average score of 3.98. I'm gonna post my rankings right here. I will post my rankings in comparison. So I'd rate Reverie a 7, Fortress a 7, With You a 6, Sleepwalker an 8, It's All On You an 8, Spirals a 5, Without You a 9, Only One a 6, I'll Be Your Reason a 3, Afterlife a 9, Jester a 2, and Bring Forth the Pressure 5. So honestly, my score isn't that far off from what you guys said. But in terms of if we had to order it, I guess it would be Afterlife first. So Afterlife first, And then I guess Reverie would be second. That doesn't surprise me very much. There's probably an easy way to sort this, but my Excel skills are a little weary right now. Dang, that's close. Without you a 9. Without you's a 9, bro. Camera's covering a bit. Yeah, I probably should have scrolled up there. Without you's great though. I love Without You, man. Guess fourth would be Sleepwalker. Really? I feel like the fourth score on the album being a 7.35 is a little tough. Not gonna lie. 7.28, then a 7.13 with Spirals, 7.02 with only 1. I think that's the thing though, is that there's a lot of really ugly songs on the album. With You's a 6. I'll Be Your Reason. I'm actually shocked that that's actually a 4.89. I feel like that should be a little lower. Bring Forth the Pressure is a 3.98. That's crazy, bro. And then Jester's a 3.33. So that's your order. The community ranking of Ashes Millennium is going to be Afterlife number 1, Reverie number 2, Fortress 3, Sleepwalker 4, It's All On You 5, Spiral 6, Only One 7, Without You 8, With You 9, I'll Be Your Reason 10, Bring Forth the Pressure 11, and Jester 12. So that's our order. The average ranks came through. We also have an average what is it? An average tier list spot. I made some pie charts for this, so I'll open these up right now. So we got the AI. I got AI to do this. So like I said, I made some pie charts. So if you want to see, this is kind of the distribution of it all. Some fun statistical analysis of all that. But just open the Google Sheet. I could just open the Google Sheet. I'm going to hide this just to make sure I don't show any stuff I don't want to show on screen. Yeah, because Oscar did all this shit. So ChatGPT, not ChatGPT. When we keep everything done, we should definitely do every single Millennium album. Yeah, we'll definitely do. Don't worry. Every Millennium, we'll be doing every Millennium album in order. So, but yeah. So in terms of the averages of, basically the average score, I think 4, what was it? Yeah, so the lower the score, the better. So S gets a score of 1. Yeah, I'm trying not to scroll too far right. But at the same time, I also want to show this. So I don't know what to do. Maybe I can just move this over here again. But yeah, in terms of what you guys gave Ashes, right in between an A and B. So I guess that would probably be a low B if I had to make a guess, because 2 is an A. Probably 2.67 would probably be rounded to a B if I had to make a guess, or like a low A. I'll have to look at the scores and see what the most popular one was. I would say probably 2.67 would be a high B. You got to show us that profile picture. It's an old photo, man. I can show you guys that a little later. But yeah, you guys gave it a 2.67. I think 4 was the lowest score, or you can get 5 with a D. Some people gave it a D, I'm pretty sure, but 2.67. So I'd say probably about a B. I think a B is fair for Ashes. I don't know if it's necessarily the greatest Millennium project. But then also, so that's kind of the statistical analysis we did. I don't know why I made these pie charts. It wasn't really like something I can show. I guess I can just show you real quick. Give me one sec. For some reason that's not working. All right, we'll log into here. I'll show you guys the pie charts if you guys want to see them. So the most common Reverie score 27.5% of a 9. Most common score for Fortress was an 8 at 32.4%. Most common score for With You, we had some 2s in there. That's kind of crazy. Highest score ended up being a 6 at 32.4%. High score for Sleepwalker was a 7, 31.4%. It's All On You, 31.4% as an 8. Spirals, 29.4% as an 8. Somehow Spirals ended up getting pretty low. I think a lot of 6s and a lot of 5s probably did that. Without You, highest score was a 6 and a 5. That's crazy, bro. You guys shit on Without You. I don't know how I feel about that. Only one highest score was a 7, 27.5%. All Be Your Reason, kind of all over the place. Lots of 5s, lots of 4s. We had some 9s, some 8s in there. Not a ton. Bro's just yapping, react to the new Blanke. Give me a second. 54.9% of you guys gave Afterlife a 10. That's insane. I think I probably gave it a 9, but I can totally see the 10. Jester, primary score was 3. Bring Forth the Pressure, primary score was also 3. And then if you had to do an album tier list, where would this album place? 40.2% of you said B. So I think B is probably a fair spot if we're going to do the encompassing sort of tier list. I think B is probably the fairest spot for that. What else do I want to show? Oh yeah, we got some hot takes. We'll head back to the main room here. But I have got some hot takes. Good to see you, TKC. Great idea with this. Thank you, my man. I think I'll be a little bit more organized for the next one. I'll set up like a sort of format that I want to do, but kind of just wanted to show you guys those results. But we also have some hot takes to read as well. Let's see. Oh, hold up. I'm going to have to... The way that this is formatted is really weird. I'm going to have to open this up with a different program. Just bear with me for 1 second. All right. This is going to be a YouTube video? Yeah, I'll probably end up... I'll end up making this a video. I want this series to end up becoming a thing. Hot take, Afterlife is overrated. Jamin, that's fucking crazy, bro. That is crazy, dude. I'm gonna punch you tomorrow for that take. That's by far the best one off the album. Alright. We'll get a window capture done. Alright. We'll zoom in here. These are the takes that we're going to be reading. So we got a take here from Alan. Make this a little smaller. Oh. All right. I don't know where to place this. I guess we can just place it here. I feel like that's a good spot. So we're going to be reading some hot takes. We've got, I think, around 10 hot takes, something like that. You guys can... say what you believe about these hot takes. Dark mode would be so good. I know, I don't have dark mode. I'm sorry. Alan. So this one's from Alan. I think he actually left a ranking too. Oh, okay. So we'll read the hot take and then we'll see what he says. We're never getting to the music. Trust me, we'll get to the music. Don't worry. Alan, the only thing that keeps me from putting Ashes in the S tier is the track order. I know it's the debut album and not everything has to be perfect at first, but the order feels messy in a good part of the album. One big example is the vibe shift from All Be Your Reason to Afterlife. That transition feels like you're listening to the album in shuffle when you're actually not. I know that Nick was in his full Trap Nation era at the time, but tracks like Jester and Bring Forth the Pressure fail to make me take the album as seriously as it does in the rest of the tracks. Just like the self-titled album. And even if someone wants to give it a try, listen to Ashes in this order and the album becomes so much better. So his proposed order is Afterlife, Fortress, It's All On You, Sleepwalker, Without You, Only One, With You, Spirals, Reverie. I don't know if I can agree with that, man. I feel like the thing is that, let's be real, All Be Your Reason shouldn't be on the album. And along with the other takes, Afterlife as the opener, I don't know about that, man. I feel like Reverie is such a good opener and Afterlife such a good closer. But then also at the same time, I also feel like saying that I'll Be Your Reason and the bonus track shouldn't be on there is probably about the most neutral take you can possibly say in the world. Like, I don't think anyone here disagrees with that. I don't know, man. I think the track order outside of that's fine, though. Like, I think that I think Afterlife's a great closer. I think it's one of the best closers he's done. And I think Reverie is a perfect opener. So I don't know if I can necessarily agree with that. But I will let you guys pick. Vote in the chat. Is this a take, a W, or an L? We can bring back the W's and the L's. I don't know if that's a W, man. I don't know. I think the track order is fine the way it is. Obviously, like I said, some of those tracks just don't belong. But seems like it's an L. 71% L, 72%, 71. Yeah, seems like it's going to be an L from you guys. Revelry last should be capital punishment. I think it's a W, but that order he gave could be better. I think the thing is, too, is that having Without You and With You pretty close, like I think their job's supposed to be an interlude track. So having them like right next to each other feels a little inappropriate in my opinion. I feel like the spacing of With and Without You, one being pretty early in the album, one being a little later in the album, I think that works kind of to act as interludes. Do you listen to an album if there's a really bad song on there? I mean, I'm not much of an album listener. It's going to get a 70% L from chat, by the way. All right, so Alan gets a 70% L, unfortunately. People did not agree with Alan. I'm not a huge album listener. Normally, I'm just like a listen to the singles type guy. So album order isn't really too concerned for me. But dude, Afterlife, bro. Afterlife's one of the best closers. So, all right, next take. We have got Tretone. Galaxy's favorite. We've got Tretone. Most of the drop melodies in this album are forgettable, and the sounds and vocal chops in the drops feel very dated. However, the work done in the intros, verses, and other low-energy sections still holds up somewhat. This album never really felt like a Lenium to me personally. That's a tough one. I kind of agree. I feel like the drops are dated. The drops are definitely dated. Like we're not gonna sit here and pretend like the drops don't sound dated. It's a project from like 2016. It's gonna sound dated. That's just the way it's gonna be. That's the way EDM's gonna be. They feel Millennium though, man. Like I feel like he's saying the softer sections, the verses, and whatnot feel Millennium, and I definitely still feel like they hold up too. Like Reverie, the best thing about Reverie is the verses. So, and I think the drop on Reverie is kind of shit. I'm not gonna lie, but that's just because of the production. The last sentence is what gets me. Never feels like Millennium, bro. I think Ashes is almost as Millennium as it gets. Just really beautiful journey type stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I would say for the most part it's a W. But the last part of the take makes me want to say it's an L. I don't know. I'll let you guys vote on that. I don't really know where to sit on that. Yeah, I think the last part of it earns an L for me, dude. The album is old, of course it's dated. Yeah, it's from 2016. Like, there's not much you can really say on that front. 93% L, Jesus Christ, dude. 90% L. You guys really didn't like that take. Someone sent a screenshot to Galaxy. Yeah, that's a clear L, bro. We'll let it run a little longer, but I think probably gonna be like 83% L, dude. That's rough. That's a roughie. Yeah, I think it's just the last sentence really throws it off. I think that the rest of it makes sense. It's agreeable. The last sentence, it's where you lose, I think, a lot of people. That's gonna get an 84% L. Yikes, bro. I'm sorry. Sorry, Tretone. You still have Galaxy on your side. I'm sure that he'd probably agree with you. It's dated, but we all fell in love with this album. If you listened to it when it came out, yeah. Like, I didn't find melodic dubstep till like 2018, 2019. So like, I didn't first listen to Ashes until like late 2019. So by the time I heard Ashes, I was like, kind of a dated piece of shit. It's not a piece of shit, but that was just over exaggeration a little bit. Oh my god, dude, why are there so many of these like fucked up characters, bro? I'll be. This is one of my rave buddies. I go to US shows with him all the time. Went to Ember Shores with him. So bro muted himself. Did I accidentally mute myself? I think I must have accidentally touched my mic, but all right, take number 3, Jake, my boy. Let's see what he's saying. With You and I'll Be Your Reason are two of Illenium's most slept on and forgotten songs because they aren't melodic bass. However, they're easily some of his most unique songs that showcase his talented ability to be diverse, even back then, and he has only proven that more and more as time passes. I'm sorry, Jake, that's an L. I can agree with the second part. I think that Illenium definitely has an ability to be diverse. I think he's a talented producer. And I think he can really make some good stuff. But I'll Be Your Reason, bro. With You, we can have a conversation. I think With You, we can have a conversation. It's not my musical favorite, but Without You, I love Without You. So we can have a conversation about With You. I'll Be Your Reason, man. I'll Be Your Reason's like a 3 at best. I'll Be Your Reason's like a 3 at best, man. And I don't think it's necessarily because they're not melodic based. I think With You, again, I think we can have a conversation about With You. It's just one of the more forgettable ones on the album because it's more sort of interlude, but I'll Be Your Reason, bro. I'm gonna have to say that one's an L. Sorry, Jake. You're my boy as always. Ride or die, but that's an L from me, brother. I'm sorry. It's just the I'll Be Your Reason part. If you said with you and without you, W for sure. And I agree with the second part of what you said, but I'll Be Your Reason's not a good fucking song, man. 17 votes, 82% L. Jesus Christ, you guys are rough. Caden the Trim goes hard. Thank you, sir. We went back to the short. Went back to the short hair. I was about done with the long. The Coke goes hard. My addiction. We have to drink it. Dude, that's going to get like an 82% L, bro. 22 votes. We'll wait for the minute mark. I think that's going to be an L, though. I just realized I'm not fucking recording this, so if we have one song that gets our stream taken down, we're fucked. Jesus, that's not good. Yeah, minute has passed. That's going to be an 83% L for Jake, bro. I'm sorry, man. So we've had an 83% L, an 84% L, and a 70% L. So we've got some guys taking some L's. Can we get someone to take a W? Have you tried Vanilla Coke? It's all right. I just prefer original. Bayside Park. He had a take in the last one. Bayside Park's got another take in this one. Bring Forth the Pressure is a banger, and I do not care if people say otherwise. It's the sort of trap song I really dig, and that second drop with those sharp, low growls is a beast. The reggae influences help a lot towards my enjoyment of this song. I'm inclined to say W because I really don't think Bring Forth the Pressure is as bad as some people say it is. It's really not as bad. It's really not that bad. I don't think it's a 3. I think I gave it like a 5 when I was ranking it. I don't think it's that bad. I think Jester is awful, but I don't think Bring Forth the Pressure is that bad. Are you doing any of the anonymous ones? There's some anonymous ones later, don't worry. Is it a banger though? Probably. I don't know if it is. Back then it was probably good, but now it's cringe. I can imagine it probably would have been passable back then, right? Like 2016, Turned Down for What, like Daniel was saying, was a pretty popular song. Jester over Bring Forth the Pressure is kind of crazy, not gonna lie. Jester's a piece of shit if you ask me, but I don't know. That's kind of a tough one. Again, like I don't really necessarily want to give it a W or an L. I think I'd have to give it a slight L because I don't think Bring Forth the Pressure is a banger, but I really don't think it's as bad as some people think. That would kind of be my Ashes hot take, I think. My other Ashes hot take is that Reverie's drop sounds like shit, but let's see. Let's see what the votes say. L because not banger. 77%. Yeah, like you guys don't like that. I get it though. I get it. It's nowhere near Illenium's sound. 15 votes, 81%. Yeah, there's some L. Oscar, you picked some L's, bro. These are hot. These are some hot takes. $17 votes, 82%. We'll let it go a little longer. 78%. Seems like this one is going to be a little bit better. We had some 22% W's, but still doesn't seem like you guys are really digging that one. Yeah, it's going to be a 78% L for Bayside Park. I think he actually ended up getting one of the W's in the last hot takes that we did, but not this time, Bayside Park. I'm sorry, man. Maybe next time. But yeah, next up we've got an anonymous one. All right. When this album was released in 2016, Illenium's remixes were much better than his originals. I mean, he's got some iconic remixes back in the day. I can't really comment because I haven't like Discog dived his older remixes. I know a bunch of them just got re-released now. I honestly can't comment. I don't know enough about his old remix. This is basically like just saying his old remixes before Ashes were better than his originals. I can't agree with that. I mean, I've never listened to them, so I don't know if it's an L or a W. I just can't comment. I don't know. You guys can probably say more on that topic. First W from Greg. I agree to an extent. This is an L. Totally see that. I'll let you guys vote. I mean, you guys probably know about Illenium more than I do. Just listen to Gold Dust and the Disarm You remixes. I think I've heard the Gold Dust. I didn't think that one was that great. It sounds a little dated. The thing with me, I don't think if you guys understand, is generally the older an EDM song is, the less I'll enjoy it. Just because the production will sound worse. Do W just because there's definitely an argument for that. Yeah, I can see it. I mean, especially if you grew up listening to that song. It makes sense, but 70% W. Seems like some fans agree with this take. From Mr. Anonymous, he didn't leave his name, so we can't roast him, but doesn't seem like you guys want to. 70% W. I know Greg was one of those because generally for Greg, anything older is better. Yeah, minute has passed. That's going to get a 68% W from chat. To get a W on the hot take stream, pretty rare. So good for you, brother. I think we'll do the L percentage. 31% L. Not really too much of an L. Did you know Illenium is going back to his electronic stuff? What do you think about a TKC? I did see that. Good for him. Interested to see what he does. Just want electronic stuff in general. I don't really care if it's melodic bass. Just want him to do something electronic. Last album wasn't it for me. So, oh, we have got an essay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, get ready. We are going to read an essay. All right. In my opinion, this is still his worst album to date. I'm not surprised as he was still feeling out his style, what he was good at, and what he needed to improve. So it comes through with how utterly messy this project was. It had no structure, just felt as though he never intended to make an album, yet because he made a couple songs, he just went and decided to make an album. And as you can see, without proper structure of what this album meant, it felt like more of a compilation and an experiment that while some songs worked in his favor, just went horrifically wrong. though he did have an ever-present uniqueness that you see in his songs within Awake and beyond. However, they were so few far between that it clumps together in a horror show. The songwriting, both lyrically and in its production, is horrendous, with almost all of the songs so overly long that it takes 2 minutes to even get anywhere, never hooking me in the euphoric nature he clearly wants you to feel, astronomically lazy if you ask me. The mixing gives a lot to be desired as well. It's like he actually didn't wear any headphones while making any of these tunes. Extremely flat and really distracting in almost all the songs, especially All Be Your Reason. The mixing of Eden's vocals within the backdrop of that beat was excruciatingly painful to listen to. Has he improved this? Yeah, I think he has, but if this was the first time I've heard anything from Millennium, I honestly would have just stopped right there and then. Overall, this is an extremely dated album that IMO doesn't feel as fresh as though needs to exist. This doesn't do anything at all fresh or new, just an inspiration dump. While you could say that because of where he is today, this is just how he got to where he is, and true, but I honestly believe that even without this album, he would have been at the very top of his genre. His remixes and Awake album that took him into the limelight, giving you that uniqueness that Ashes All Over suffered. So like I said, this album doesn't need to exist. That's why IMO is his worst album, and it isn't even close. Wow. Rai fucking went in, bro. Rai fucking went in. You know what? I will say, Rai does make some good points. I feel like mixing, not the greatest. But like realistically, outside of that, like, and I get the whole feels like an inspiration dump because realistically, Jester, I'll Be Your Reason, Bring Forth the Pressure. I don't know if they really needed to belong on the album. I get that argument. It's dated. I get that too. But man, there's some... I think even as a mixing critique, I think the mixing was probably good for its time. Now the mixing kind of sucks, I'm not going to lie, but I think the mixing at its time was generally pretty good. And I also think that Ashes did a lot for him. I think that, you know, I don't think Awake necessarily would have been the commercial success that it was without Ashes. I think if Awake was his debut project, I don't know if those songs necessarily would have blown up like they did, but I think Ashes got his name out there. Afterlife was a pretty big song. So I personally think it's an L. I think that there are some good points in here, but for the most part, I think a lot of it is a little exaggerated. I don't think that it's the mixing, and I think this is the biggest L of it, that the songwriting and whatnot is horrendous. I think that Ashes has some of Elenium's most beautiful verses that he's ever done. And I think that I think it's probably one of his more creative ventures compared to Awake, which I feel like was really samey. I think it's probably his second most creative venture. I think Ascend was his most creative. Ashes is probably his most second creative. So I think, again, I can see the argument that it's not the most well-flowing album in the world, but yikes. I don't know. I'm going to give that an L. But like I said, some great some fair critiques in there for sure, but I think for the most part, I just can't really necessarily agree with it as a whole. Matrix is furious, bro. My blood is boiling. Bro, 95% L? That's fucking crazy. Are you guys cooking Ashes? We got Brit. These are Ashes hot takes. I asked people to leave some hot takes on Ashes, so we're doing some hot takes. I think regardless of whether Elenium, I think Ashes was such a huge stepping stone for him. I don't think that he would have been as big without it, and I don't think that Awake would have had that commercial success without it. So it's tough, man. It's tough. Minute has passed. 93% L for Rai, bro. Try again, Rai. I will say, Rai, amazing effort. Thank you for that well-written essay that you wrote. 89% L. Thank you for that essay. I appreciate it. Going super in depth. I appreciate it. So thank you for doing that. Unfortunately, a lot of people did not agree with the take. So we have got Mushy Croom. Millennium could have done literally anything else and it would have been more productive than producing a song like Jester. Spend more time with his family. Wow, bro. Spend more time with his family. Brush his teeth a little longer. Read a book about farts and why different farts smell different ways. And then rank his favorite farts. Literally anything would be better. Wow. Okay. That is insane. Honestly, like, Jester's not great. Like, we can get that out of the way. Jester's not that great. I think that there's a lot better things. I think to that extent, that is like to say that like this song was like a negative impact. Like, it's just a forgettable bonus track. I think that like if he had started the album with Jester, I could honestly see that argument, but like it's a throwaway bonus song on the album. Personally, I'm gonna give it an L. I think it's a little exaggerative, if you ask me. I'll give it an L. I think it's just a throwaway bonus song. It's not a good song, but like to say that he should I mean, spending more time with family is a productive thing, but I'm sure that he does a lot of that. L for the exaggeration, W take. I think as a whole the take is a W, but like to that extent, it's probably an L. I don't think it's that bad. It's like a throwaway bonus song. I'm gonna keep saying that, but yeah, hilarious take by Mushy Croom. That was pretty funny. Should have been a straight to SoundCloud. Yeah, totally get that. More time with Peanut de Weenut. Isn't that the dog or whatever? Little wiener dog. What did Greg say? Someone said Greg chill. That's an L. This is actually 50-50. I'm kind of surprised it's that close. This is the highest W percentage. No, we had one that was like a 70% W earlier. That's going to be 50-50. Wow. Okay. 50% L rate for Musha Croom. I get it. I get the emphasis behind it with thinking Jester's a piece of shit song, but it's a little exaggerative in my opinion. But all right, we have got Mr. Levine. We've got Greg Levine. Let's see what Greg says. Oh, it was 51%. All right, we'll give it a 50. So it'd be a 49% L. All right, we've got Mr. Levine. If the whole song Jester were like the last 30 seconds, it would be top 2 on the album. While Bring Forth the Pressure wasn't the best produced song, it has an impact that's lacking from many other songs on the album. I'm gonna agree with Greg on this. Me and Greg literally talked about this, how like the last 30 seconds of Jester were actually pretty good. It's really the last 30 seconds of Jester are honestly good. That's what keeps Jester from being a 1, in my opinion. It brings it up to like a 3. The last 30 seconds of Jester are honestly pretty good. Top 2 is kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, if the whole song was like that, dude, maybe, bro. Yeah, I think this is a W. I think Bring Forth the Pressure it's not terrible, but it's not great. I don't think it's really that bad. And so yeah, I would say this is a W. I think Greg, I don't know if he cooked with this one, but he definitely did not spit some L's really in this one. I'm gonna give that a W. Like I said, if you guys haven't heard the last 30 seconds of Jester, it's honestly pretty good. Like typical sort of Millennium Ashes Fallen bass type, melodic bass type stuff. So Jester over Bring Forth the Pressure, I don't know if I can agree with that. Jester is an ugly fucking song up until that point. You think it beats Afterlife and Reverie? That's the part where I can't really agree with it. But I still think it's a W overall, man. Looks like the chat's leaning W. 62%, 61%. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with Greg. Get into the last 30 seconds. that's the thing about it, Ben. It's a struggle to get there. It's an ugly song up until that point, but like I said, it's a throwaway bonus song. Okay, where's the music? It's coming, don't worry. We got a couple more takes to go, and then we're gonna start listening to some music. So be patient, y'all. I'm trying to switch up what we do on stream here, trying to throw in some curveballs and whatnot. It's gonna be a 68% or a 31% L for Greg. Threw in a little bit of a W there. So, Mr. Greg, thank you for that take. We have got Erebus. Mr. Erebus himself. All right. Fortress over Afterlife for best song on the album. That's an L. That's an L. I don't know what else to tell you. Afterlife's the best song on the album. Get your votes in and give that shit an L, bro. I don't know what else to say. That shit's a fucking L. $75% L. I mean, I don't know. Afterlife, like what? 50% of chat gave Afterlife a W? Hard to say, man. Hard to say. On the Stars thinks it's a W. Arib is now my favorite. Reverie slightly better than both. Fortress is so underrated. I mean, Fortress isn't a bad song, but like better than Afterlife, bro. That's kind of sketch. Look up the Afterlife intro he made. That's a great fucking intro. Played that at the I think he played that at the Ember Shores throwback set that I saw. That shit was gas, bro. Only one over. That's an L, Lytron, bro. 27 votes, 67% L. Erebus, not the most heinous L on the stream, but an L, safe to say the least. Last up, we have got Oscar. Final take of the stream, we have got little take from Oscar. Oscar helped run the whole thing. I think it's only fair that he gets a take in there. Without You is one of the best non-EDM Millennium tunes. It's seriously super engaging and still sounds great to me to this day. The elements used in this track certainly feel oldish, but it isn't an issue in the slightest here, especially with how great the verses are. 8 out of 10 for me for enjoyment, but 9+ for what it is. That's a fucking W, bro. I don't know what else to tell you. I've said all the time, Without You is the second best song off Ashes. I don't know what else to say. That's a W, bro. I agree. I agree with this wholeheartedly. Oscar cooked with this one, dude. There's nothing I can disagree with. Without You is like a 9. Beautiful fucking song. Even if its intention is to be an interlude, it's still amazing. I wasn't going to pick my take, but then I saw the average for Without You in the submissions. It was like a 5 or 6. I think it just got rated a 5 or a 6 because it's not EDM. People just think it's a little mid. But like if you really listen to Without You and give it a chance, man, it's a beautiful fucking song, dude. It's a beautiful fucking song. 88% W. We got some L's in the chat. I guess those are the people that didn't really give Without You the greatest score in the world. But yeah. We'll let a couple more votes in, but that is going to be 88%. So I fumbled. This isn't hot. It's probably just because I agree with it to an extent, but I don't think there's anyone that really inherently dislikes Without You, but they just probably think it's mid, if I had to make a guess. That's going to get an 17% L from chat. Oscars looked to be the least hot of all of them. So Oscars Without You take 17% L. Erebus Fortress 67% L. Greg's 31% L about Jester. Mushroom is hilarious 49% L. Rai's essay 89% L. Anonymous take on the remixes 31% L. Bring Forth the Pressures take 78% L. Jake's take 83% L about All Be Your Reason. Tretone's take 84% L. And then Alan's take was a 70% L. So some cool hot takes from you guys there. That was fun. Yeah, like I said, I want to do more stuff like this, kind of switching things up, doing some fun stuff on the channel. I think doing the hot takes was a good thing, but I definitely want to figure out a way that we can kind of structure that a little bit. You know, have that be a little bit more organized next time. But I'm sure that we can figure that stuff out in the meantime. So, but yeah, thank you guys for submitting into that survey. That was a lot of fun to go over. And the takes. So make sure you guys leave. I think we're going to be doing a wake next. So leave your takes on, get your takes ready for a wake. Get your rankings ready. We're going to be going over those soon. So I think we'll probably end up doing that next stream. But yeah, what do you say we get into the music? You guys have been, we've had a couple people in chat saying, why is he just yapping and listening to music? You guys are getting your wishes. We have got some music to listen to. First up, I've finally clicked record. So we have got, finally, we have got Abandoned, Micah Martin off Lowly. We're starting with Abandoned here. I haven't really heard anything about this song. It was Ash's best plus Spiral's nearly a 10. I mean, TK Talk opener, so the music sounds better. Yeah, exactly, bro. It's a little opening sequence. I think it'll be fun to have some content for the channel. But yeah, we've got One Life by Abandoned, Micah Martin. Haven't heard much about this song. Seems like a lot of people in the Discord I haven't really seen talking about it, so I don't know what to expect. Abandoned are dope though. Big donators on the stream. So but yeah, all I can say so far is the cover art looks like Bing generated AI art. So not really a huge fan of the album art, but let's give it a chance. Just because the album art's bad doesn't mean the track's bad. Although Avi would disagree if anyone was in Discord yesterday. I'm just tired, but I'm feeling fine. Mid-tempo vibe? We all expire. We just don't know the time. I don't know if Micah's a good fit on this one. It's a nice vibe in the verses though. Really like the verse production on that. Yeah, I don't know if I'm feeling these vocals. I'm normally a Micah fan, but just join Justin. All right. Huge. Yeah, it's a pretty full drop, man. Got that like sort of mid-tempo vibe. Yeah, it's a cool drop, but like I think it's just that like the idea of the verses not being super great to me kind of doesn't keep me as engaged for the drop. Turn the music up or turn down your mic down a little. Am I a little loud? It's already so loud. I was gonna say, normally it's super loud. Yeah, I'm just not huge on that vocal. Let's see drop 2. That halftime. full time. Oh, still keeps the halftime. Yeah, cool switch up. Cool switch up and drop 2. Drop 2, I enjoyed that one a lot more. Love the halftime on that. Fun melody. I just wish the vocal. You prefer drop 2? I don't know. I'm not huge on that sort of mid-tempo-y, generally like kick, snare sound. I generally prefer halftime if it's gonna be mid-tempo. But wow. Cool track, interesting, a little conflicting if I do say so myself. Like I said, I think the verse production on that was pretty solid, but like, it's a rare song where I'm a pretty big Michael Martin fan. I don't know, I just don't think his vocals fit on that. Would have maybe preferred, I think a male vocal could have worked, but the sort of rocky style thing didn't really work for me. Give it more chances. It's an ad. It's an ad. Don't get me wrong. It's an ad for sure. Those drops were too good not to add it, but like, damn. Feel like it could have had a little bit more potential with a different vocal there. So, that's just how it is. Didn't love the vocal choice, but I think it's a great song other outside of that. Abandon are doing some cool things. Interested to see what they do. Releasing on 2 songs on Lowly in a row, maybe an EP coming out, so who knows. But yeah, keeping that melodic mid-tempo style fresh for me. Generally mid-tempo in general is a pretty iffy sort of sound, so getting to do that, doing it properly, making it engaging, making it fun for me was pretty solid. So I think we'll go with like a 7.75. I saw someone give that in the chat. I feel like that's a fair rating. As mentioned before, just vocals, man. I think with a different vocal, we're looking at like an 8.5, 8.75, but vocal just holds it back a little bit, man. Not much else to really say on that front. I'll let you guys get your votes in. Song is a 7.2 to me. 90% of the time, I like Michael Martin vocals, but in this one, the vocal was a letdown. I agree with you, John Manboy, for sure. I think it had a little bit more potential there with a different vocal, but not much else I can really say. 7.5 for the first and second drop were so good, but the vocals bring it down. Michael wasn't a good choice. Not for the vocal, could have been really good. Yeah, I think I agree. 7.5, 8.75, 9, 9, 8. Yeah, like I get it. I think if you have some time to let the vocals grow on you, by the way, that's a clear good. I don't think it gets more clear than that. It's gonna get a good from chat. I think I agree. It's a good song. I just think vocal was a little tough of a choice. It's just so hard to compete with Never Go Back. I agree. That was one where the vocal did fit, which is kind of surprising because I think vibe-wise it wouldn't fit, but it just worked. Yeah, I don't know. Drops were cool. Verse production was cool. I just think with a different vocal, maybe we're looking at, high 8s. So, but I think the big thing for me, just kind of as a final thought, is that Abandon are doing some fucking cool shit. And I'm really excited to see what they've got coming, man. Because, like I said, the one that they did last week with Exod, or not last week, last month with Exod, great song. After Dark, beautiful song. So, yeah, really interested to see what they do. It seems like they're kind of moving away from that sort of slow 140 melodic bass, trying some new things, innovating their sound, and I'm so down for it. So, really interested to see what they keep doing. Next up, we have got shXdow. My boy Ash, he told me we've got some melodic chill house on the horizon. Let me say this. If Micah Martin was on Worlds Away instead of Trella, it would take it from a 10 down to a 3. That's crazy. A 7-point drop from a vocal? That's nuts, bro. Justin, that's insane. I'm sorry, man. That's nuts. Although, to be fair, Trella is really what makes that song special. So, I don't know. That's I don't think it'd be a 3. Maybe like a 7. 7.5, maybe. But yeah. shXdow, Color Me Blue. little melodic-y house action. Shadow switching up his sound, doing some different things. He did a chill house song on his EP last year. So let's see what we got this year.
I see in your eyes that I could be ready.
Seems like the chill house is becoming a thing too.
Look at you now. I think I could be ready.
Good start.
I know
Oh,
go insane.
great reverb on that.
Baby,
Does that like pan left to right too? That's cool.
it's only pure intentions on you. Just shift me upside down.
It's pretty fucking good.
The way you smile, the way you dress, but either way, you make me think that I could be ready.
Yeah, that's fucking good.
I could be ready.
This is really, I feel like this is such a good sound for the melodic bass producers, man. Nice. Huge sound in that. Nice lead melody in the back there. Yeah. Dope little song there.
I won't lie.
It's a great vocal too.
I'm cold when I say already it's scared, but don't
That's a vibe, I agree.
raise your just shift me
Nice snare, dude.
down.
Little piano in the back there too, that's a nice touch.
The way you work, but either way, you make me think
Keep the production forward there too, that's nice.
that I could be ready.
Yeah, this is good, dude. Imagine a heavy drop. We'll see if it picks up a little bit and drop too. Yeah, that's just a vibe, bro. Really, dude, I love that piano in the back too. Rhythm remix. Great outro too.
I think they're ready.
Nice, dude. Nice. Just a fun, pretty style tune. Little chill house action. I think we're going to end up seeing a lot more of that from melodic bass producers in the world. I think that's a sound that's on the rise for sure. But yeah, dude, love everything about that. Production was on point. Really great melodies overall. Really great production aspects. Really great vocal. Just lots of great stuff about that one. Can't really find any major nitpicks with that. I think we're gonna go with like, let's go with like an 8.5. Definitive ad for me for sure. You can definitely hear the sort of melodic bassy style elements in there for sure. Coming from like a huge melodic bass listener, I think you can. It definitely feels relatively different compared to like a This Never Happened release. So love it, man. Super fresh. Great stuff. I'll let you guys get your votes in. But yeah, that's a definite ad for me for sure. See, 64% good. Maybe 9.25 then, 57%. Seems like it's a battle between amazing and good for the most part. Yeah, that's a night drive song for sure. Chill house stuff like that is just so good for the night drives, man. I'll give it a good 8.5, 9. Yeah. I agree, man. It's a great song. Someone gave it a mid. I think I get it from like the melodic bass perspective though. Like if the chill house sound, just give it a chance, man. It'll grow. It'll grow. It's the future of the sound, probably, to be honest, if I had to make a bet. We'll give it a little bit more time. I think it's going to get a good from chat. 50%, 51% good. It's going to get a good from chat. It was a dog fight between good and amazing. So, yeah, that's a great one, dude. Loving that direction. Would love to see more artists in that melodic world head in there, because I think the melodic bass sound is probably dying. As much as I love it, I think it's probably something that a lot of producers are probably going to be moving away from. So enjoy it while it lasts. We're probably going to be getting some chill house in the future, so keep an open mind. You'll enjoy stuff like this for sure. So yeah, great one from Shadow. Interested to see more stuff like that. Agreed. What's up, Adam? Dude, I haven't seen you forever, man. What's up, dude? How you been, brother? It has been a hot minute. Do you like Prana? I heard the Prana album and like it wasn't really my thing. Just wasn't really huge on the melodies for the most part in that project, but for the most part had some pretty great stuff. I think I had a couple ads, but like for the most part, the project for me was not really an ad. Adam, yeah, we got some love for Adam in the chat. It's been a hot minute, brother. But yeah. Anyways, so next up, we've got some Anky. Lytron. Loving it, probably. Just working my ass off in retirement. Sorry, boys. Hey, man. I get it, dude. I get it. I'm shocked you didn't get burnt out earlier, to be honest. So, it's a grind sometimes. But yeah, we've got... Let's get into it. Your Mind, Anky. Probably some melodic bass if I had to make a guess, but who knows? Yeah, the Discord's turned into a crazy place, bro.
Tell me what you see when you're closing your eyes. Is it all a dream when you're deep inside your mind?
Not bad.
Tell me what you see when you're closing.
You did have a good format there, man. Alright, let's see. That's cool. Sort of color bassy style. Don't know how I feel about that. It's cool, that addition in the B section, but don't really know if it's for me. I think the thing with Anky is I feel like his production is generally always on point, but like melodically and musically it never really connects. So yeah, I don't know. Not really feeling that first drop. Little sort of breakbeat drum pattern here. Is Tron here? I'm curious if he's here. I wonder what he thinks of this one. I feel like he'd like this one, but like... Yeah, I don't know, just verses-wise to me too, it's just not really connecting musically. Vocals not doing a ton. Maybe different drop too. Keys in the back there are nice, but yeah, I don't know. Not really connected for me. Yeah. Long outro. I feel like the song probably could have ended there. It kind of does feel AU5-ish, I agree. Yeah, I think I kind of agree with Wyvernial there. I feel like it definitely feels musically, it's not really there for me. I think I get the production. The production's cool. There's some cool aspects in that, cool elements. Definitely takes an element of risk. I feel like it's trying to push the barrier of melodic bass to its fullest, but I just think in terms of the verses and the melodies and ideas wise, it's not the most super engaging in the world. I feel the same about Fire last with the 2 weeks ago when Anky released that. That one felt a little basic to me. The melodies weren't really engaging to me in that one either. So I think Anky's musicality isn't just a thing that I really connect with a ton. So that's just the way it is sometimes. But yeah, not really one for me. I can get it though. It's a well-produced song. It's got its moments for sure. But in terms of musicality, it just doesn't really click with me a ton. So I think I'll probably just give that I'll probably end up giving that a flat 6. Like I said, there were some moments in there I thought were cool, but kind of felt like the verses felt a little secondary. So yeah. That's kind of where I'm sitting on that. 12 votes, 62% mids. I get it, yeah. 13 votes, 67%. Why is Anky in the track list? Bro, we got one user in our Discord that is absolutely obsessed with Anky, so that's why I always like to include him. 6 is a bit harsh. I don't know, man. It's tough for me to really it's tough for me to give it really any more than that. There wasn't a moment where I was really super engaged. What's up, Revotix? How's it going, bro? Welcome, brother. But yeah, 22 votes. Minute has passed. It's going to get a mid from chat. I'd probably agree. Doesn't do too much for me musically and whatnot. So, yeah, not really much else to say off that. I know he's got an album coming out, but so far, album has not been the most engaging in the world off the singles. So, yeah, that's where I'm sitting on that. Next up, let's head in. Let's just pound into the next one, bro. Let's just pound into the next one. We've got Memory Box by Roy Knox. 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Pretty short little tune here. We got some Roy Knox action for you guys. Deep into midnight here on a family weekend, but couldn't miss out. Caden reacting to title. Is that title of the year? I assume you're talking about the Blanke song, right? I know I saw you give that like a 9.9 in the Discord. Roy Knox delivered the goods. Hopefully so, man. He did Closer with NCS, and now he's doing this one with NCS, Memory Box. Roy Knox is kind of track of the year. Gotcha. Roy Knox hasn't been my absolute favorite over the past few years. With You was incredible, but solo Roy Knox hasn't really hit since like When I'm Gone, which that one wasn't even solo either. So I don't know, man. It's been a while since I've had a proper Roy Knox solo song I've really enjoyed. So let's see, man. Memory Box. Do something for me, brother. Let's go, Roy. Missing out on 0.1 because it's not 10 minutes. I don't know. Closer wasn't really for me, man. That is Roy Knox. Afraid to Love was great. Oh, we already heard the drops? That's fucking cool. More allure in the first part. I would have liked to see that idea built up a little bit more, but that's a cool idea, dude. I want to see that built. I want to see that idea a little bit built upon in the next drops, but that's a cool idea, dude. Musically, that's pretty strong. About You by Roy Knox, not personally my favorite. Is this a drop? Okay. I think I prefer drop 1 a little bit more. Alright, I guess that's it. 2 minute, 8 second little short tune from Roy Knox. It's alright. That might be the fastest reaction ever. 2 minutes and 8 seconds, that's it. Oh. I don't know what song that is. Yeah, I think it's interesting. I think the build-ups are engaging, it's fun. It just wants to be a little banger sort of for live shows type thing. First drop was super unique. Had a lot going for it, like the sort of chime sound. Wish I kind of built a little bit up on it in the B section of it. But overall, not too bad. I liked the first drop, thought it was unique. Second drop, kind of an issue for me with Roy Knox a lot of the time is, for me, Roy Knox's drops can just kind of feel like a jumbled mess, kind of in the sense of like sort of like an AU5 where it's just like a jumbled mess of sounds that aren't really super cohesive. Like there's no sort of transition between the two. Not really the most cohesive sound in the world for me. So I think that's kind of where drop 2 kind of falls for me. It just feels like it does an idea and then it completely switches to something else. Kind of in that, like I said, AU5 sort of sound. Some people love that chaoticness. I'm not sure how I really feel about it in terms of personal preference, but it's a cool song overall. I don't know if I'd really necessarily add it. Maybe sort of dubstep playlist for live shows type thing. But yeah, overall, not too shabby. Maybe like flat 7. Flat 7. I think it could have done a little bit more overall. Really wanted it to be longer. Think it definitely could have benefited from being a little bit longer for sure. Fire alarm's going off. We'll give it a second. I think I'd give it's probably so loud. Get Out. TK Fire. It's all good, don't worry. Our oven is just like kind of a piece of shit. Yeah, I'd give it like a 7. I already ranked it. Back to You. What even is that one? I don't even remember what Back to You is. What's up, Mox Jade? How's it going, bro? Yeah, I don't remember what Back to You is. Is that the Advent one? I wasn't really too big on that one, if I remember correctly. The tunes set off the smoke detector. They're so fire. I don't know about that one, man. I don't know if that one's setting off the smoke alarm anytime soon. Man, imagine if I could speak, then I could actually tell a fucking proper joke. Back to use the Ophelia Advent one. Yeah, he did 2 Advent ones. I remember the other one. I was definitely bigger of Afraid to Love. Afraid to Love, drop 1, in my opinion, the best drop he's ever done. 60% mid is insane. Do you think it should be more or less? Could you add that one? And yes, it was from Advent Volume. I've already heard it. I've heard all the Advents. I somehow listened to the entire last Advent. It actually was probably one of their better ones they've done in days of late. 42% good, 50% mid. It's moving towards the good. I'd personally I don't know if I think I'd probably end up leaning more towards mid. I wanted to give it like a 6.75. I ended up sticking with a 7 because I thought the buildups were kind of cool. Let's see. Votes are in. 48% mid. It's gonna get a mid from chat. I'd probably agree. I can see the argument for both sides, but not my personal favorite from Roy Knox. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a tough stretch for Roy Knox. I think he's such a talented producer and he can really do whatever he wants, but sometimes I think he gets a little carried away sometimes. But yeah, that's just what it is. So not my personal favorite. Let's head on to the next one. We have got Zaltana, You Are Loved. This was the chat vote of the stream. You guys gassed this one up. Let's see. It was from last week, you liars. I'll give it to you anyways because you guys voted for it. But next time we don't do old songs. So, but I will give it to you this time. Kind of like a medieval sort of sound to start.
Lost like a deer in the headlights. I see you searching for a new life.
Chat vote Anky or Roy Knox's song.
You fade.
Super stoked to hear your thoughts. Sounds good, man.
Always know you couldn't stay.
Not too bad so far. Not the orchestral sort of vibe isn't really my thing anymore. Used to love it a lot more, but
Know that you were loved,
okay, not too bad.
but somehow couldn't believe you tried everything you could.
Feels cinematic, I'd agree. Goes for that sort of cinematic orchestral sound.
Our daily struggles seem too hard to overcome. I'm here to offer safety.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I think the vocal isn't my absolute favorite in the world, but
Somehow, in the middle of your soul,
I don't know if it's I don't know if it's like really a cheesy vocal per se, but like
you're lost.
is it? I assume it's a one drop track, eh? Okay, seems we're building up into something. Okay, another build up. All right, build up's coming. Nice fill. Yeah, drop's not too shabby. fill on that. Feels sort of like old school abandoned type stuff. It's kind of in like a little bit faster of a tempo. All right. Not too shabby, dude.
That I see you now, even if it's from afar. Know that you are loved.
All right. Yeah, I think overall, I definitely think I know it. I get what it wants to go for. It wants to be like a super sort of cinematic type song. I feel like just progression wise, I don't know if I necessarily was like digging it a ton. It felt like it wanted to progress into something, and then it sounded like it was progressing into something, and then it kind of went back down in the energy, and then it kind of progressed back into something, and then you think the drop's coming, and then does like a sort of instrumental thing, and then it goes back down, and then it like builds up into another drop. So yeah, I don't know. I think just like structure wise, I wasn't super in love with the verses, and the cinematic thing is just not really my thing, so that's just the way it is. I think drop wise though, I thought it was pretty cool. Drop idea was there, like the melody, thought that it was pretty cool. Thought the fills were pretty engaging in that for the most part. So yeah, overall wasn't too shabby. I just think that in terms of the structure of the track, I don't necessarily know if it was my absolute favorite, but I can see the vision there. I know in the cinematic stuff, you really want to try to develop those journeys and stuff like that, so I totally get it. I'd probably give it like maybe like a 6.25. Just my personal opinion on it all. I will let you guys get your votes in, and you can see. I hope EC saw that, because EC was like the one that absolutely wanted me to react to that, so I hope he was there for that. Hope he was there for the reaction and whatnot. So, but you guys get your votes in. Let me know what you think. Yeah, kind of one of those ones that's just not really my style as much anymore. Much more so what is it? More of a chill sort of melodic guy these days. But yeah, I don't think it was stinky, that's for sure. That's just my 18 months of making music right there. Still learning and evolving a lot. Absolutely, man. For 18 months, I'd say that's pretty damn good. I could definitely not make something like that in 18 months. Really hard to pull off that type of structure. Time by Danny Olson is probably my favorite example. Absolutely. I totally agree, man. It's a really tough thing. And I mean, Danny Olson's got, dude, that guy sounds like he's got decades of experience in terms of orchestrating music and stuff like that. So he knows exactly how to create a song like that in terms of that. So honestly, for 18 months, that's really damn good, man. You should be proud of yourself for doing something like that. It's going to get a mid from chat. I get it though, but like, definitely be proud of yourself for, creating something of that level at the stage of production that you're at, dude. Like I said, I couldn't do anything like that remotely in 18 months. So, definitely be proud of yourself. You're pushing the barriers, trying something new. Like I said, I don't think anyone that's been producing for 18 months would dare to attempt something like this. So, good on you, brother. Interested to see what is up next from you. Let me know when you release. We'll be checking it out next time. So anyways, next up we have got Neo. We got some Neo. I don't know if he's still in the chat. He was here earlier, but we got Glow in the Dark. Neo hasn't had a ton of stuff come out. Really only like 3 songs. What's up, dude? He's had like 3 singles come out. Horizon wasn't my favorite, but Hyperion and what's the Luma one? One More Night. Beautiful fucking songs. So I'm interested to see what he's got here. Glow in the Dark. It's been a while for his music. Horizon, it just wasn't my thing. I get the appeal of it though. But One More Night and Hyperion, absolute bangers, bro.
I've never been good at geometry, but physics told me that you're right for me. The chemistry's perfect, it's making me nervous.
Who's that vocalist? That's really familiar. Is that Linny?
The science is more than it seems to be. Experiments led to a mystery.
Is that Linny? That kind of sounds like Linny.
Explanation for what you are changing in me.
Nice snare.
Hearts and love glow in the dark.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like Linny.
Wherever we are, true love felt like make believe. Now you are the end game for me. Hearts and love glow
Nice
in the
verse production.
dark.
Pretty engaging in these builds.
Much brighter than stars. You lit up my world with a spark. Hearts and love glow in the dark.
Okay. Going like trancey style build. I dig it.
Hearts and love glow in the dark. Shining much brighter than stars.
All right, let's see. Drop one.
Of my world with a spark. Hearts and love glow in the
That part right there. Huge sound. Yeah, that's fucking cool, man.
Hearts and love glow in the
Drop, dark drop. All right. I dig it. I see you. Is it gonna be dubstep or like psytrance? I think it's dubstep maybe. Yeah, that's fucking sick. Love the fills on that. Yeah, that's sick. Never mind 9. This is it. Yeah, that's a banger, bro.
Hearts and love glow in the dark.
That's already an ad.
Lighten up wherever we are.
Just a 9 easy.
Love felt like make believe. Now you are the end game for me.
It's a nice Linny vocal too.
Hearts and love glow in the dark. Shining much brighter than stars.
Yeah, we still got a third drum.
Lit up my world with a spark.
Yeah, the fills are nuts. That's definitely the highlight for me. Great build-up, very trancey as mentioned before.
Hearts and love glow in the dark. Shining much brighter than
Let's get drop 3 in.
you lit up my world with a spark.
Neo's got some good stuff, dude.
Glow in the dark.
Oh, that's a weird fake out. I love the fucking fill there, dude. Yeah, that's fucking sick. Great fucking song, dude. Great fucking song. Super high energy, full sound, fun idea.
Hearts and love glow in the dark.
Yeah, great fucking song by Neo. Yeah, chat's going wild. Totally agree. Great song. Brings the energy, brings the heat. Drop 2's awesome. Fills were the highlight for me, dude. The fills just appropriately in the right place. Yeah, that's a banger, dude. I don't know what else to tell you. Great melodies. Pretty much loving everything about that. Guaranteed ad for me. I think I'm gonna go with like full sound too, as I mentioned before. Percussion on point. Let's go with like an 8.75, bro. 8.75. We got some chat 9. Sad Boy's giving it a 10. It's a banger, dude. Great one. Definitive ad for me. Got some 8.75, 7.4, 9.25 from Matt's. Get your votes in. I have a feeling I know where this one's going to go, but yeah, dude. That's just like super fun, high energy type song. Was Linny the vocalist? Yes, Linny was the vocalist on that one. Amazing. Tune is a tasty treat. I would agree, dude. Yeah. Love what Neo's been cooking lately. As mentioned before, Horizon just wasn't really my thing, but pretty much everything else he's done has been top notch. So one of my favorite, more under the radar type guys to watch out for. So 29 votes, 70% amazing, dude. Yeah. I don't think it's really going to get change very much outside of that. We're going to get amazing from chat. I would probably agree. Really solid stuff there overall. Reminds me a lot of like Hyperion. So, have a ton of tracks coming this year. Love you, TKC. Love you too, my man. Great work. Chat's loving it too. So, not much else to say on that front. Great song. But yeah, that is Glow in the Dark. Great listen on that one. Next up, we have got, this is probably the big single of the week in the community Neo EP. I'd be down to hear that. But yeah, this is going to be the big one of the week. We have got Blanke, Grant, your friend Polly. The weeks haven't lined up for me to react to the new Blanke singles with the EP on Monster Cat. I haven't done a reaction for either Crashing Hard or Heavy Heart. Or not Heavy Heart, Heaven. So this is the first time I'm reacting to new Blanke on Monster Cat, live on the stream. Unfortunately, I got spoiled by the first drop. I was watching a reel that Blanke posts on his story of like this girl that was like wearing EDM merch in public until I get noticed, and like Blanke was in the video. But I was like, I didn't realize that the song that was playing was the Grant Blanke collab. So I heard a little bit of the first drop on accident. That's my apology. So it's not going to be a super fresh reaction, but I also don't remember what it sounded like. But yeah, just to give some thoughts on the EP as well. Crashing Hard, not my personal favorite. Melody doesn't really connect with me. Neither does the production. I think I'd probably give that one like a 6.5. Heaven, on the other hand, Heaven is fucking nuts. One of my favorite Blanke songs potentially ever. Probably would give Heaven like a 9.75. Absolutely ridiculous stuff. So kind of conflicting with the two singles so far. Crashing Hard, not my favorite. Heaven, one of my favorites he's ever done. So interested to see where Heavy Heart's gonna lean. Jason Ross, Grant, and your friend Polly is a 10, in my opinion. It's a 10. One of Jason Ross's best. All I Need, one of the best songs I've ever heard. So kind of almost a part 2 here, except replace Jason Ross with Blanke. So let's see, dude. We got Heavy Heart. Third single off the Blanke EP. Very pretty so far.
Watch you leaving, and I try to tell myself that I'm just dreaming. I'm just dreaming.
Great vocal.
Watch the ceiling, try to draw the line between what you need.
It feels almost like a Lennium so far. Is that crazy to say?
So when you feel broken and you find nothing left to lose, let me take all the weight off of you.
Oh, that's great, bro.
No one's gonna save you like I do. Take a chance, take my hand, I got
Drop
you.
one.
Let me hold your heavy heart.
Oh my god. Great melody. Oh, dude. The Grant fills on that too. Yeah, that's fun, dude.
So when you feel broken and you find nothing left
Dude, that That feels like this feels like a set, bro. The verses at least feel like a set. That's weird, man. I would have never expected that for those two, but the verses work, dude. Beautiful songwriting. That's great, bro. Drop tube. Let's see, moving the chair back. That feels a little bit more blank. What's up, Alec? Dude, that part there, bro. Little Last Heroes type outro here. Yeah, wow. Whoa, little cool outro there. Damn. Whoa, dude. That's nuts. Yeah, wow. That's probably on par with Heaven. I'm not gonna lie. That is nuts, man. The vocal, man. The vocal is what sells that, dude. Fantastic songwriting. Such a full, airy, sort of full sound on that. It does that 180 sort of mid-tempo-y style sound really well. Just great atmospheres. Super unique in its production. You'll get that from Grant pretty much every time. Damn, dude. Damn, man. That might be better than Heaven, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That might be better than Heaven. That's probably one of the better songs I've heard this year. If not one of the best songs. Oh, that's fucking good, dude. That's really fucking good, man. Holy shit. You know what's crazy is that when Blanke was releasing, what is it? When he had his first two singles that he released with Monster Cat, Used to Losing You and what is it? Talk to You. I was like, I don't know how I feel about the Blanke Monster Cat era, and then Crashing Hard came out, and I was like, I really don't know how I feel about the Monster Cat era. And then like he decides to release like two 9.75s in a row. Wow. Nuts. Heavens by Blanke and Rival. Little Blanke and Rival collab. Definitely would recommend. That's like a 9.75. Damn. Blanke and Grant, what have you guys done, bro? Yeah, that's gonna be like 9.75 on first listen. 9.75. I think that's how we're feeling on first listen, dude. Just musicality. Musicality wise, that's like almost a 10, dude. Musicality wise, that's almost a 10. Great musicality. I think that has potential to grow too. Man, dude, that could be like, that really could be like a top 5 song of the year. That's incredible, man. Great fucking work by Grant and Blanke, dude. I'll let you guys get your votes in. I have a feeling I know where it's gonna sit, but man, Really feeling like I was wrong in my skepticism of Blanke's Monster Cat era, dude. These last 2 collabs, and he's got an AU5 collab still. Man, we've got some treats coming up on this album, or on this EP. We have got some treats, yeah, like 91% amazing, dude. Like, I could just end it right there. That is about as self-explanatory as it gets. Musicality is a 10 IMO because at a certain point it's got to be a 10, and there's just different kinds of 10. Yeah, dude, honestly, it could be, man. It could be. I got extremely high standards for 10s. I think I've only given like 20 10s in my life of like my near decade of listening to EDM passionately. So like, it's tough to get a 10 from me, dude. There's only like 20 something of them. So it could be though. It really could be. I think it's not my favorite Grant song. All I need is my favorite Grant song. That song's actually a 10. What's needed for that last 2.5? It's got to make me cry, dude. That's generally what it's got to do to get to a 10, or it's just got to make me feel like emotions that music should not be like capable of making me feel. Or it's just got to be like perfect structurally and whatnot. Like, I'm just blown away by the construction of the song. Yeah, exactly. I need time. It's very rarely that I would ever give a 10 on. I should have given Worlds Away by Dabin a 10 on first listen. I regret not doing that. That was a 10 on first listen. That was a 10 on first listen. Are we getting a video? Yeah, I'll turn that into video. Absolutely, dude. I'll turn that into a video. It's gonna get an amazing from chat, by the way, though. Yeah. Nuts stuff. So, New said this guy in Davin will be a 10 for you on first listen to the recorded version. I mean, that one sounded really good at Ember Shores. I don't know if I'd give it a 10, though. I think I had a better first reaction to this than I did the Dab the Sky collab. But that one is really good. I'll give Davin and Said the Sky their credits there. That's a great song. But yeah, 3rd single off the EP. Went from an EP that I was not really hyped about at all to one that I'm extremely hyped about now. I think that the remaining 2 singles that have been leaked could potentially be really fantastic. I think AU5 and Blanke, that's going to be a nuts collaboration. So stayed up for this, and I wish you a very good night, Caden. Thank you, Revodix, for tuning in, brother. You weren't overly hyping that one up. Gotta roll. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you, Alex, for tuning in, brother. Hope you have yourself a good one, my man. Are you going to go to any festivals you want to enter to soon? I want to go to Lost in Dreams Festival. That lineup was kind of nuts, I'm not going to lie. I was hoping more of my producer friends would be on that lineup, but still a dope lineup regardless. Get to see a bunch of artists that I heavily enjoy. So we'll see if I go to that one. I want to, though. I really want to. I'm going to wait to see what my rave buddies think about it. Then we'll make a decision from there. So, next up, we got a few more singles left. We got Jero, Above and Beyond, Caster, and then we got a little bit of Midas album action going on for you guys. Big release week. First time able to see a live stream of Musi working right now. That is dope, dude. Skip all those Midas. If you think I'm skipping Jero, you're absolutely out of your goddamn mind. We are not skipping Jero. I'm down to skip Caster. I want to do Above and Beyond. I'm down to skip Caster, though, if you guys want to skip Caster. If you guys really want to get onto Midas. Jero skip's not happening. First single off an upcoming album from Jero. Probably my favorite chill house act at the moment with Forster and Sultan and Shepard. Those guys. So we're in for a treat with the Jero album. Let's see. First single off the album. Off This Never Happened. Don't know about that vocal sample to start. Hope that doesn't come back. Just go to Caster. Fuck you, Oscar. That joke's terrible. I hate that made me laugh. That vocal sample's fucking awful. I'm sorry. that was harsh, but like I don't like that at all. I mean, yeah, dude. Beautiful chords on that. Really nice hat on that too. Oh, make the sound bigger. Yes, dude. I want a little bit more from the lead melody there, but loving that sound so far. Loving the percussion though. Nice, good start. I hate this vocal sample, dude. I really do not like that vocal sample. This never happened, doesn't take my streams down, so we should be okay. Oh, that vocal sample's really bad. No, dude. That completely takes away from what makes these verses so atmospherically great. Oh. Really bringing the melody on that. Great chord progression on that too. Vocals aren't great, but I don't mind them. I can't agree, man. I hate them, man. I would just rather see them gone. Oh. Yeah, dude. That is just like some pretty night drive type shit. Love the snare, like I said on that too. Good release week, dude. Love that like elevation in the B section. Feel like the drop goes on a little long there, but yeah. Nice little number from Jero there. Good start to the album, dude. Nice outro. Yeah. Good work. That's an ad for sure. Musically, absolutely on point. Production, want a little bit more, but I feel like the production's pretty solid as is. Vocal sample needs to be shot into the atmosphere and never to be heard from again. Those vocals were not it. Those vocals were absolutely not it. I think that took a beautifully atmospheric intro, super euphoric, super vibey, and it just like shot it in the foot. I'm still gonna add it. Maybe the vocal will grow, I don't know, but that took it down like half, like a full point, bro. I was probably gonna give that like an 8.5, 8.75. I think now I want to give it like, with the vocal sample, I think I'm gonna probably give it like a 7.75. Like I said, no vocal sample, 8.75, 8.5. Gonna give it a 7.75 because of the vocal. Vocal sample kind of ruined those verses for me. So I'll let you guys get your votes in. But otherwise, a beautiful song. Drop-wise, absolutely on point. Loving the melodies. The chord progression was pretty euphoric. We got some goods. We got some mids. We got some stinkies. If this was an effin' song, the sample would fit. I could see that. I feel like it's just like not necessarily. That's like a sample that could fit in like a super heavy song, maybe like a goofier heavy song, but like not in like a super euphoric thing like that. Or I think if you did, maybe like have it be like filtered, like put like a phone filter on it and have it be more subdued in the background. I think that could have been a little bit more appropriate if you wanted to go for that sound, but like to have it be like so forward in the mix was just a little jarring in my opinion. It's gonna get a good from chat. I'd agree, dude. Just a really solid song there. And like I said, without the vocal sample, we're talking like nearly a 9. So great stuff from Jero. Good start to the album. Just no more vocal samples. Take the vocal samples away from Jero. Get Lizzie Land. Put Lizzie Land there instead. Put Lizzie Land there instead of the vocal sample. Yeah, like I said, great start to the album. So interested to see what Jero does with that project. Think that one will be a good one from him. This Never Happened is on the rise. Yeah, next up we've got little Above and Beyond action. Like I said, I'm trying to grow the channel. Trying to listen to some different things. Above and Beyond feels like a massive release not to listen to, even though I'm not really huge on trance. Oh man, are you not reacting to the new San Holo today? San Holo is not really my thing. I did a poll in chat for what the chat wanted to listen to, and they picked Zaltana instead, so we listened to Zaltana, but I'll probably end up listening to that one off camera and see. But San Holo is just not really my thing, man. So, but yeah, we got Above and Beyond, Zoe Johnston. What's up, Pixelated 2? How's it going, brother? We got Crazy Love. Let's give it a chance. Let's see. Probably some trance type stuff. It's shaking like my desk. You have a theory I'm gonna like this one? Interested. Haven't heard Above and Beyond song since 2015. Interested to hear this. Old school Above and Beyond was fire. Nice release on that. Definitely does feel a little old school. Not in love with that snare, but kick's nice. Ooh, nice release again. Nice little bit of ear candy there with the keys. I don't know how I feel about this vocal. Production on it's like, I love the production in this part though. Great sort of atmospheres. Trancey sort of harps coming in. Definitely feels old school trance style. Give me a huge drop though. I have a feeling it's not going to be too huge because that's how trance normally is, but see, that's just my issue with trance sometimes, is like, I want more from that. I want more from that idea, man. It's a pretty sound, but like, I feel like the potential to be bigger is there. Yeah. Oh, nice keys on that. That's dope. trance. I feel like that's just like prog trance, like Jason Ross type stuff. Yeah, it's alright. Like, I mean, musicality-wise, it's pretty on point, but it's like, you can't help but hear that and just want a little bit more, you know? Yeah, snare in the build-ups was not it. I'll give it that. That was just not it. Yeah. All right. Cool little trancey style tune from Above and Beyond. I think that's about exactly what you can expect when it comes to Above and Beyond stuff. Not much else to really say. Just kind of like that old school style trance with Zoe Johnston on vocals. About what you'd expect. I think like with most trance, I think the musicality's there. I just want more from the drop. I think I just give that like a flat, maybe more like a 6.75. I think it was like the idea was there, and I thought it was cool. I think like if you like trance, I think that you'll love that. But I think if for us melodic bassy heads, I think that we prefer Jason more like a Jason Rossi type stuff when it comes to our melodic music, bigger drops and whatnot. So yeah, that's just kind of how I'm feeling. So I can imagine a lot of you guys will kind of be the same way on that front, but. Interesting. A lot of you guys saying that one's a good one. I kind of expected the other way around, but it seems like you guys are a little bit more diverse than me, perhaps. 7.5 production flaws bring it down. I honestly thought the production was fine. I didn't think the production was too shabby. I think that, like, just to not have such a huge drop, structure was more so my issue with that one. But 7 Purgatory Zone, 6.5. Do Ashes poll after the Midas reaction. We already went through the Ashes results. We'll do a Wake next week, or not. Maybe not next week. I don't know. I'll figure out when I want to do that. But it's gonna get it good from chat. I'm kind of surprised by that. I thought that it was gonna probably be a guaranteed mid, but seems like you guys like the melodies and the musicality of it all. So, yeah. All right. Last up, we have got Caster. You guys, I saw a bunch of people like. Absolutely gassing this one up beyond belief. Caster had an EP out on Monster Cat this week. Kind of weird, like there was no singles for it or anything. It was just like, here's an EP from Caster. So, yeah, interested to see. The recommendation was Choir of the Banshees. I feel like TKC peeps ain't gonna like Choir of the Banshees, but holy shit, this one goes off. Interested to see, man. There was 2 singles? Okay, I must have just missed them then. Oh, right, we did listen to Hex Opera and Unfortunate. I wasn't really big on either of those. So, Choir of the Banshees. D&B, I heard that it is. Let's see. Can it be better than the other singles that we listened to? Because I remember not liking those singles, so... Where was the Ashes poll release? We did it earlier in the stream. If you go back in the VOD, which I hope will be available, it should be available. I'm gonna probably turn that into a video too, so. Have a good one, Mox J. Take it easy, brother. Don't know if I love the texture of that melodic-y saw thing, but... Okay, cool little build-up. Alright, bring me the D&B. idea. With the chance on that. Yeah, B section was a lot cooler in my eyes. I don't know, I just don't like the sound profile on this lead type thing though. Feels like a little one. As you guys know, I like my leads and stuff a little more airy, but wired too much could be a bit more subtle. I agree. I mean, this part's cool, but like, it's a little over the top. Let's see how drop 2 is. Yeah, nah, that idea is just not for me. What I think of Have? Have's alright. I'm not really a huge Have guy. Like, see, the sort of cutty nature of that. I can't really think of the word for it. Like the staccato, I guess. Like, it's a lot more engaging than just like the full sort of sound. Oh, that snare is even worse. No, that snare's not it. On to Midas. Yeah, I mean, I think it's become pretty evident that like Caster's just not really my thing. I think Caster is like, have I ever added a Caster song? I think I've added like one. I've actually added a lot of Caster tunes. Yeah, I'd say there's maybe about 3 Caster tunes. Sacrificial, Kingslayer, and Leviathan are probably the only ones I really enjoy from Caster. Outside of that, Caster's not really my thing. It's all right, man. Like, I just think that like production wise, it just wasn't up my alley. Didn't really love did I say production? Yeah, production wise, just not really my thing. The percussion felt a little weak, and just production wise, just a little messy. Didn't really love the sound profiles of a lot of the sounds. I think the B section of the D&B drops was pretty cool, but didn't really love a lot of the snares. And yeah, so I mean, it's all right. I understand the idea it wants to go for. I think I'd probably give it like 5.5 out of 10. 5.5 for me. Yeah, I don't know. Caster's just never really been my thing personally, so I get the allure and the appeal behind it all, but just not really for me. So I'll let you guys get your votes in. If you think it's a good one, we'll let your voices be heard, but I think this one's going to be a little more all over the place. Oh, it's a battle between Mid and Stinky. Interesting. Have you heard Caster's Shadow Blade? I wasn't big on that one either. That was like the Monster Cat Psytrancey one, I think, if I remember correctly. Hi and bye. All right, see you later, Omar. Have a good one, my man. Look like it's a battle between Mid and Stinky. I think Mid might end up... Stinky might end up taking it, dude. That's kind of crazy. People were gassing this one up, and then we get a Stinky. Yeah, I agree with you, Luis Morales. A little bit more layers would be nice. I feel like a lot of the time, I think it's a little empty for me when it comes to the mix downs of Caster. I feel like I just want a little bit more fullness from it. And then where it is full, I don't necessarily think it's full in the best of ways. Kind of like in a noise wall type fullness of the sense. It's going to get a Stinky from chat. That's kind of crazy, bro. I'm not going to lie. I don't think it's Stinky. But it just gets the Stinky, bro. I can see it. Personally, I think a Stinky has to be a sub 5, so I wouldn't really agree with it, but The chat going crazy on that one. I know some of you guys rated that amazing and we're gassing that one up. So to see, it'd be like if I sent like a Last Heroes song to someone and then the entire chat was like mid shit. So that's tough. But alrighty, let's get our track list going here. We have got the star of the episode, ladies and gentlemen. We have got. We're gonna rank the whole album, but we're only gonna listen to the new ones. Falling into Mystery as the second track is such a fucking bizarre idea. Unity, Phantom Love, Stay with Crystal Skies, Sometimes, Always, Wild One, and then I assume this one's a Life of Sin. Yeah. Alright, well, we have got the Midas album. I've heard some interesting opinions of the Midas album. A lot of people are saying it's basic. A lot of people are saying it takes some risk. A lot of people are saying it's good. A lot of people aren't saying it's good. So I don't know what to expect. Personally, my expectations aren't too high. I thought Falling into Mystery was like absolutely incredible, but at the same time, it's also like the other two singles haven't been as good, and like Midas also said this one's more of like an OG Midas type, which, as everyone is well aware, I'm more of a, I didn't really find this sound till like 2018, 2019. So the old stuff's not really my forte, if I had to say the least. So I can imagine there's going to be a lot of the ones that I don't necessarily love on here, but I'm interested to see, as Matt says, go into it with an open mind. I'm hoping I can get some ads, man. I'm hoping we can get some ads, hoping I can say some good things about this album. Midas was one of the first artists that showed me support in the comments on this channel. So love what Midas has done for the channel, giving me the love in the comments section of my videos. He's a supporter of the channel. So definitely want to support what Midas does. I think he's definitely one of the more creative minds in the industry, but let us see. We have got an intro sequence to start with, so we're going to rate this. We're going to rate this on how we normally rate intro sequences, but let's just listen to it. Screw it. It's an intro sequence. Let's give it a listen. Midas, if you're here, you're amazing. I agree. Midas is always doing cool stuff. Let's see if this album can hold up to Lost. Dude, his chord progressions and melodies are amazing, dude. Beautiful intro so far. It feels very Midas as well. Oh, there's the Midas. There it is. Oh yeah, it does definitely feel like it would go into falling into Mystery. That gives me goosebumps, dude. I want to see if it does transition to Falling into Mystery. Beautiful inclusion of the leads. Oh, going up the octave too. That's beautiful, man. Damn, that's a fucking incredible intro. Yeah, it kind of does.
I'm okay, never knowing where the road ends.
All right, we've already heard that one. We don't have to play that one again. Yeah, dude. Wow, that was a fan. That's actually one of the best intros I've ever heard. It felt very much like Message by Man Cub. That interlude off the Before It Gets Better album that he just did. It's just instrumental. It's just instruments. There's nothing too crazy about it, but like, I don't know, man. Just the emotion that invokes out of you was honestly incredible. Honestly, you know what? Fuck it. I'm adding that, dude. That's one of the best intro sequences I've ever heard. Just beautiful musicality at the forefront, great chord progressions, Midas style leads. That's gonna get an incredible intro out of 10. Yeah. Fantastic intro. Not much else to really say on that front. I think that's one of the best intro sequences I've ever heard. Fantastic start to the album. Yeah, wow. Not much else to really say on that front. We can just go right into reviewing the next song. We did a reaction to this one. Falling Into Mystery by Midas. Kind of surprised that this one is literally the album opener. I feel like it was a perfect album closer. So questionable decision in my opinion to have that be the album opener, but you guys know what I think about Falling Into Mystery. I literally almost cried the first time I heard it. Absolutely 10 out of 10 musicality. 10 out of 10 musicality. It doesn't get better musically than Falling Into Mystery. Beautiful Dia Frampton vocal. Not much else to really say, dude. You guys saw my reaction. You guys know how I think of Falling Into Mystery as a song as a whole. In my opinion, the best song Midas has ever done. So 9.85 out of 10. I'll let you guys get your votes in. That's what I think about Falling Into Mystery. I'll let you guys get your votes in and we can move on to the next one, the Seven Lions collab. First new one is going to be the heavy hitter right off the bat. But yeah, get your votes in. But yeah, like I said, incredible reception on that song. I think everyone knows how great that one is. Like I said, musically, perfect. I honestly think that I can genuinely say Falling Into Mystery is like perfect musically. Not much else to really say. The chat is like 80% amazing. I think we can probably just end it there. Amazing response from chat. I think we all know how special Falling Into Mystery is. Easily the best single, without question, off the album. But yeah, now we're heading right into the new stuff, my man. TKC, didn't you almost cry way back when you reacted to Follow You? I did. Good brain for remembering that. It's Falling Into Mystery even more impactful emotionally for you? Probably, dude. I think the drops don't do as much as Follow You, but I think the verses do more than Follow You. Those two tracks are very similar. I think that's like more of like I think Falling Into Mystery is a little stronger than that track, but in terms of the top Midas songs I've ever heard, it's like a 1A, 1B. Moments is probably up there too. But yeah, next up we have got the Seven Lions collab, Midas, Seven Lions, Natalie Taylor. I Want to Know. Seven Lions has been like the definition of disappointing as of late. I personally enjoyed Places I Belong. You guys thought that song was like a 2. That reaction was crazy. So yeah, interested to see. It seems like the standard for Seven Lions now is like it went from 9+ or bust for Seven Lions. Now it's like, can we please get a 7? That tends to be the standard for Seven Lions as of late. So yeah, I'm interested to see what comes out of this one. Personally, I wasn't a fan of Break the Silence, so I'm hoping that this one can be a better one than Break the Silence. That's my standard. I just want it to be better than Break the Silence. That's all I need from this collab. Let's get into it.
I
Nice chords.
I've always been somewhere else, half alive, fully broken, never whole, just always known it. I'm missing something. I wish I could close my eyes and not always see the darker side of it.
Not too bad.
I can hold on to.
Want the verses to do a little bit more, but not too bad.
Falls through my hands, and I lost it all again.
Okay.
I wanna know what makes me
There you go. There it is.
and that I'm not
There's the Midas.
find the other side. I wanna know what makes me feel
It feels kind of like Only Now.
find out what I miss.
It's got that like sort of Seven Lions vibe.
I wanna
Nice classic Midas.
I wanna know. I wanna know.
I think I want a little bit more from the drop. Feels a little empty to me. But yeah, ideas wise, not too shabby.
I wanna know what makes me feel alive and find out
Where are the mids?
what wakes me up inside. I wanna know. I wanna know.
Yeah, want a little bit more from that. This part's cool. All right. I will say, I think it's an ad. I think it's a pretty decent song, but like, I cannot believe we are in a state that like, I just cannot believe that like, it's been like what 5-7 Lion songs in a row where the drops just don't sound right. Coming from probably the person that I've never had an issue with production quality ever, it's just so weird. I just don't know what's going on with 7 Lions, that where it's like every drop just feels like it's missing something. I don't know, man. Is it better than Break the Silence? I think Break the Silence is better, but it's close. I think Break the Silence is like a 7.75. So like, I really don't think that it's that far off from it. I think I like the idea of this track way better than Break the Silence, but I just think that production-wise, it feels like it's missing something in that drop. It feels very Midas for sure, but I just think that it needs. I just want more from the sound. Like I feel like it could be a lot more full. So I don't know, man. A little frustrating from that kind of perspective, I guess. I think that ideas wise, it worked, but I don't know, man. 7.5. Barely a playlist ad in my opinion. I thought the buildups were cool, but just needs more from that drop, man. Just needs a little bit more there. And I think we're talking, but Damn it, man. Oh, dude. It's tough. See that from Seven Lions, dude. I don't know what's I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Places I Belong was like almost a 10 musicality, so I was willing to forgive that one, but it still kind of sounds like a demo. But like it's frustrating. It's really frustrating right now. Very definition of mid for me, which is such a shame for someone who used to own the industry. Could not agree more, man. Could not agree more. Drops ruined it for me. Song could have been so much better. Needed fills and a thick low mid bass. Drop progression sounds very similar to Midas Hurt. Someday Seven Lions. Don't understand why a lot of recent melodic dubs drops from the best guys in the scene sounding so boring with simple melodies and almost fills. I think it, yeah. I don't think the fills was necessarily the issue with that. I think ideas wise, it was a solid foundational drop, and I think I could have given that like mid eights, with like a fuller style drop. But I don't know, man. It was close to break the silence. My standards weren't that high for it. I honestly, this is probably one of the tracks I had the least expectations for, just based off the recent Seven Lions releases. But damn, it didn't even meet my expectations of beating Break the Silence, and that's a 7.75. I'd give Break the Silence a 7.75. That's like one of my least favorite Seven Lions and Midas songs. So, oh, that's frustrating, but it is what it is. 7.5 line. You motherfuckers. Oh my god. Putting the 7 in Seven Lions. 7.75 lions. Oh my god. Yeah. It's alright. I mean, it's just disappointing. I think that with the Seven Lions stuff there can be so much more, and so I don't know what's going on. I hope that if he does a project in the future that something will change in terms of that production, but I don't know. It's not really there for me. Want a little bit more from it. Next up we've got Wish You Were Here by Midas and Beauty School Dropout. Kind of, again, not really one of my favorites. That's more so because of the vocal. You guys know I'm not really big on the whole rocktronic style things, and the especially pop punky style vocals. So that whole style sound for me just isn't really my thing. Drops have actually grown on me. Melodic drops I didn't really love on the first listen. They've kind of grown on me, kind of like the melody on it. But yeah, outside of that, it's kind of hard to forgive. I also wish Drop 2 was a little longer. I feel like Drop 2 could have been explored a little bit more on that. But I don't mind the idea. I just feel like it's a little short, kind of like a sort of Last Heroes Atlas type thing. I didn't even poll you guys on... did I poll you guys? I think you guys gave it a good, right? Yeah, you guys gave it a good. All right. I Want to Know got a good. But yeah, Wish You Were Here, I'd give like 7.75 out of 10. Barely a playlist ad for me. Just like a fun little sort of Midas tune. It's clearly Midas. I think just with a different vocal. I think we're talking about a mid-eights sort of thing for me, but it's just very personal preference based. Those vocal rock style, rock punk, pop punk, emo type thing vocals just aren't really for me. So I can get the allure and the appeal of where it's from, but it's just that's the type of thing that's holding it back for me. But otherwise, musicality wise and production wise, I think it's there. I thought your Barely was 7 out of 10. Yeah, I mean 7's like barely an ad too, but I've started to like kind of move it up to 7.5s. I'm trying to be a little bit more picky about what I add to my playlist, because a lot of the time I just skip songs. I give like 7. So Wish You Were Here is much better live. I can imagine that'd be a fun one live for sure. Super high energy drop. Yeah, good, looking like it's dominating so far. 70% of the vote. We'll wait for that a little bit more, but I think, yeah, 71%. We could probably just end it there. Gonna get a good from chat. I would agree, just on that low end of good. So yeah, Wish You Were Here. Pretty standard stuff. We've all heard that one. Not much else to really say on that front. So Unity. Another new one from Midas. Unity, 3 minutes 52 seconds. Don't know what to expect from this one. I think this was one of the ones that a lot of people were saying was more of the old school sound, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not entirely sure. Track of the year, best song off the album. Unity, like, seems like you guys are really enjoying this one. With the recent projects from JR and Davin raising the standard for what EDM can be, it's so much harder to be satisfied with more mid songs. I agree, dude. I think that this community, we all just have very high standards for the music. So that's just the way it is. But title track says it's his favorite track he's ever worked on. I'm excited to see it, man. Let's take a look and see. Unity. Okay. Not doing a ton for me so far, but old school Midas. Like, I mean, if you had to ask someone to make the if you have to ask Midas to make the most Midas-y song possible, I think this would definitely be a candidate. Whoa, okay, that's cool. I don't know if the chord and the melody is really attacking my soul at the moment, but I think like if you're into that old Midas sort of sound, you're probably loving this, but okay, let's see. Old school Midas. Just like stylistically wise, it's not really my thing, but like I said, I can get it. It's just like the old school Midas-y type thing and the old school melodic-y, dubstep-y sound in general is just not really my thing, but I think musicality, I can totally understand it. Ooh, that part's beautiful. I think it's definitely like a sort of throwback for the OG fans type thing. Drop 2? Or is this another build? That kind of throws me off. It's a cool build up though. Nice snare on the build. The fill on that's cool too. I think I'm leaning where Anthony's sitting right now. Yeah, I think the vocals, adding vocals wouldn't necessarily keep the old school Midas feel it wants to go for, so I understand it being an instrumental. I think that is just about the definition of a not for me tune. Like, I totally understand and empathize with people that would enjoy that. I totally get it. I get the idea, I get the sound, I get it. It's just not for me. That is about the definition. That is about as well of an explanation as I can put it. Totally understand people getting that though. It's got that old school sound. If you grew up listening to that sound, I'm sure that you're probably loving this. I didn't grow up really listening to it, so not really my thing. But I get it if you do. I'd probably give that like a 6.5 out of 10. Yeah, kind of just where I'm sitting on that. But I think overall it wasn't too shabby of a listen. I think in terms of old school Midas, it definitely feels more refined than like say old school Midas, like Born, which I know Greg absolutely loves. Nostalgic, I think, is a good way to put it, like Adam did. Definitely sort of nostalgic, goes for those old school vibes. So totally get it. Born is a 10. Best EDM songs make the vocals part of the song, almost like another layered melody instead of trying to make them stand out as something else. I think that like vocal driven tracks can definitely have their place though. Drops fall flat, to be honest, by like the non-drop sections. I get that. Honestly, I feel like the drops in themselves are pretty full, but it's just like the build-ups for me don't really do a ton. So then when the drops come, I enjoy the drops, but like the build-ups themselves and the verses don't really do a ton for me. So there's not a ton of hype that really goes into that for me, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm sitting on that. I totally get it though, like I said, for people that enjoy that. I know some people were saying track of the year. Totally get where you guys are coming from. That's gonna get a good from chat. Totally fair. Not for me, but I think it's one that's, I think musically it's a pretty strong track overall, just stylistically wise, it's not really super my thing. So yeah, that's Unity. Next up, this is one that I was not really looking forward to ranking because I don't think I've ever shared my opinions on Phantom Love. I mean, I maybe did on the channel, but like I haven't really gone super in depth. I don't think I'm going to go super in depth, but like basically Phantom Love potentially maybe my least favorite Midas song I've ever heard in my life. From when it comes to production to vocals, Sarah DeWarren isn't my favorite vocalist in the world. Drop production wise, don't really love the sound profile of it all. Feels a little like digital and grainy, I guess, to me, if I can put it in the best words. Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's probably one of my least favorite Midas songs I've ever heard. I think I prefer even the old school Midas type of stuff over this one. Yeah, just not really my thing when it comes to Phantom Love. I know a lot of you guys love this song, so I totally get it. But this one's probably like a 5.25 for me. That's probably where I'm sitting with Phantom Love on that one. I'll let you guys get your votes in, but in terms of just like sound profile and idea and all that stuff, I just think like it is just about as unideal for me as it comes. Just a personal preference thing, but yeah. Worst Midas ever is insane to me. I don't know, it's just like the drop sound profile like bothers me so much to the point I almost want to give it a sub 5, but I think the verse instrumentation is cool. So that's why I don't really want to give it a sub 5, but yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of bothersome to listen to for the sound profile that I really enjoy. So that's kind of where I'm sitting on that one. But like I said, I totally get it. I get where the appeal is of that one, but it's like combining a song with a sound profile I really don't love compared to, you're also putting probably one of my least favorite vocalists in the scene on it. It's like do you think it could have been done better with a different vocalist? I don't think Sarah DeWarren's really the problem, though. I think the drop is generally just the drop sound design is where the problem lies for me. It just like really the antithesis of the profile that I love when it comes to the drop. So I think a different vocalist maybe could have brought it up to like a 5.75 maybe. But yeah. I don't know. It's gonna get a good from chat. I personally wouldn't agree, but I get it. I get it that you guys love that one. But yeah, not really. Definitely not my my thing. So that's Phantom Love. Next up, brand new one. We've got 4 new ones in a row. That is it for the singles. We have got just new ones, 4 brand new ones coming up in a row. So next up we have got, this is the one I've probably been hearing the most hype about. Stay with Crystal Skies and Gavin. You can't have a Midas album without, or a Midas project without a Crystal Skies collab. I feel like that's just a given at this point. So Stay, Midas, Crystal Skies, Gavin. Heard a ton of great things about this track. Let's see. Although I have seen some people saying in the chat that it's not that great, and in the Discord too, they're saying that it's not their favorite in the world, but let's see. Like the instrumentation, vocal doesn't really, not really my thing so far, but sort of like trancey style build-up. Alright, not too bad so far. What? Oh, that's sick. Can't say I expected that. Okay, I don't know about how building up into that. I don't know about the transition leading up to that drop was, but I don't mind it. Midas and Crystal Skies doing their best virtual Riot impression. What's up, Andrew? Okay, I mean, it's different. I'll give it to them. It's different. Musicality-wise, it's not really my thing. I'm not super into the virtual Riot type chaotic dubstep, but you take responsibility for the abandoned. Oh man. I assume you went back and watched that, eh? I think this chorus is growing on me a little bit. The vocal's still not really my thing in the world, but so weird though. I didn't expect these two to make dubstep. I think that's where I'm sitting, Fusion. I think I agree with that, but that definitely feels Midas and Crystal Skies. little bit more from the idea, but interesting song though, I'll give it that. All right. Yeah. I mean, did any of us expect that the song was gonna sound like that? Oh man, what a weird style song from them. Cool. Hey, massive props for them for taking a chance, doing something different, doing something cool. Definitely would never expected them to do dubstep, especially 2 drops of dubstep. I don't know if necessarily the builds reflected that. It feels a little bit of a jarring transition to go from those 2, but like I said, I super definitely appreciate them taking that chance and taking that innovative risk. Just in terms of musicality, it's not like my absolute favorite, but I think production wise it holds up pretty strong. I think I'd give it like a 7.5. Not too shabby. I want a little bit more from the vocal. I think that's generally the big thing. I think with a different vocal, I could probably be loving that one a little bit more. But just in terms of the build-ups and whatnot, the vocal doesn't get me too hyped for the drops. So that's kind of where I'm sitting. It's a good song, but definitely want a little bit more from it if I had to say. And like I said too, the virtual riot-y type, chaotic, colorful dubstep-y sound is not really my thing. Virtual Riot is the antithesis of my dubstep taste, so I get it. But yeah, another one of those that's just not really for me sort of thing. 8, 9, 9, third drop's a 9, 9.5, 9.15, 9.25. Yeah. It's gonna be a battle between amazing and good. We'll see. Stuck at 39% for each. Third drop is a 9. I'll shake on that. Yeah, third drop is good. Third drop's probably my favorite of them. But like I said, I think it's good on them to take some risk. I'm sure that a lot of people appreciated that one. It just musicality didn't really click with me a ton. But out of left field, but what is If Found up to? Haven't listened to any of his stuff in a minute. He's been doing trap. He's had like 2 songs this year, and both of them have been trap. I think he's going for like the ISO Knock 2 type vibe with If Found. Personally, not my thing, but I think if you're a trap fan, you're probably loving it. It's gonna get a good from chat. I would agree. I think it's on that low to mid end good. Yeah, dude, he's doing trap, bro. Listen to his most recent one that he did. He did a remix on Sable Valley that I thought wasn't too bad. But yeah, his last two tracks have been trap, so definitely would listen to those. Yeah. Next up, we have got Brit was in the Discord saying that anyone who slanders this song, I should ban. If you guys don't know, Brit is from Crystal Skies. He was in the Discord saying that. So I don't know what this is gonna sound like. Only 2 minutes and 27 seconds. I don't think I've seen anyone talk about it. So sometimes always is, I don't know if it's an interlude. I don't know what it is. Fuck it, let's find out, dude. Is it another old school style tune? Definitely got that old school sound. Is that D&B? It's definitely not a 1. liquidy D&B with the old school Midas sound. That Midas melody sounds familiar. That's definitely from a song I've heard before. Yeah, I want more from the percussion on that. Verse, I have 100% heard that from a Midas song before. Da 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 da. I feel like I've heard that before, but memories, it might be that song, dude. Yeah, I mean that one was all right. Little sort of liquidy D&B, old school Midas type sound. I mean it's all right. I just think like again, it's just not really like my sound. I think that it just kind of wants to be that old school type sound. I'm not really a huge liquid D&B enjoyer either. So kind of going for that melodic-y liquid D&B, not really up my alley. So I can understand if someone would enjoy a song like that. Personally, it's just not really my thing. I'd probably give it like a 6. I'd give it like a 6. Not too bad. I'll let you guys get your opinions in. Let me know what you think of that one. But yeah. Midas only one. Can I hear that? A little bit, I guess. I can kind of hear that. I think you should ban Crystal Sky. I want to see what Brit normally will end up go back and watch it and see what I say about the song. So I'd be interested to see what his reaction to me giving that like a 6 is. It's a nice melody though. I'll give it that. Yeah, we got some goods. 50% good. I get it. I feel like it's just gonna be me saying I get it. Like I get the musicality aspect of it all, but it's just like ideas wise, it's going for like genres and sounds that I'm just like not necessarily like super huge on. So I think it's just like I think it's definitely what he described it, kind of an album more so for the old school fans. So I get it. Good from chat, 53%. But yeah, I think just as someone who's not really into that sort of old school sound, I think that's probably where the disconnect lies. But like I said, it's a strong project musically for sure. All right, next up we got Wild One. Wild One. Normally songs are called Wild Ones, if they go for that type of title. But we got Wild One with Dev. Massive throwback vocal. I'm pretty sure she was on like a G6 if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah. Interested to see last vocal it seems like we're getting. So, Midas sound design doesn't always hit with me, but the one thing I will give him is his chord progression / music theory. Totally agree. His chord progressions and melodies are generally always on point. Flo Rida collab. Popping bottles in the ice like a blizzard. This one's decent. All right, let's go Wild One.
Do you wanna risk it all for someone like me?
Interesting. Little darker vibe.
Even when the smoke clears, you're still here. Saw me play with flames, I was a wild one.
In the Dark, I do remember that song. I was gonna say this is going for like a housey style thing.
Play with flames, I was a wild one.
Nice little sort of lead in the back there. That's good. That's a good build up. Nice sort of strings, I think those are on the back. Or those are just like Midas sort of. Whatever it is, it's dope. Going back for that sort of chill house sound again. That's exactly what I wanted in the first drop. Oh, that is nice. That's nice. Love the atmospheres on that in the back. That's great. That's a proper chill house tune. All right, that pleasantly surprised me. I think from the first drop, I wasn't sure how I necessarily felt about it, but then as drop 2 came around, drop 2 was fucking good, man. I wish that like drop 2 was drop 1 and then drop 2 was a bigger drop 1. That would have been incredible. Because yeah, drop 1, I think that just have a good night, Anthony F. Take it easy. I think that just the lack of those sort of atmospheres on drop 1 kind of made drop 1 feel a little disappointing. But I think in comparison, that drop 2 feels a lot stronger in comparison to drop 1. It makes me almost appreciate drop 1 a little bit more. But yeah, that was dope. Little nice vibe, chill house sort of vibe from Midas there. Didn't really expect that off the album, but I think it was a pleasant surprise. I think it did its job pretty well. I think I'd give that like, I think drop 2 definitely brought that up for me. I think I'd give that just a flat 8. Flat 8 for me. Really appreciated what that one did. And like I said, I think that if there was no switch up in drop 2, I think I definitely wouldn't have been as favorable of a rating, but that drop 2 definitely sold me, man. That was a great drop 2. So 9, 8, 8.5, 9, 6.5, 8.5. Seems like you guys are digging that one. I can see it for sure. But yeah. Get your votes in. And then we got one more. Then we got a Life of Sin part. Is that 7? I honestly can't. I don't know how to read Roman numerals. Is that 7? Is that 6? Or is that 7? I don't fucking know. You guys have to help me read that. I don't know how to read Roman numerals at all. I've just never known how to do that. 7? Okay. V is 5? I don't know this shit, dude. Like, I don't know. It just never has connected with me to, like, understand that shit. Just, like, for me personally, just write a fucking 7. But it's gonna get a good from chat. I'd agree. I think it's on that middle end of good. Definitely one of the pleasant surprises for me. Probably the best of the singles. Oh boy. But yeah. Last up, we have got Life of Sin Part 7, as chat has thankfully helped me declare. We've got Part 7 of Life of Sin. I don't think I've heard any of the Life of Sin songs. I know some people in the community like hype those up beyond belief because these are just like the old school Midas fans and whatnot. So I don't know what to expect. I I think I've heard a Life of Sin song, but I don't really remember what it was like. I think it's like a chill house type thing, so not sure what to expect. It's the album closer though, so let's see. Definitely old school. Take it easy, my man. Nice chords on that. Day one Midas fans, where y'all at? Yeah, I think that's just the big thing for me is that like the lack of the vocals is kind of holding a lot of these tunes back for me now. I feel like vocals are such an integral part of why I love music nowadays, but yeah, I want more from that kick. That's a big thing. I guess that's the album. Little album closer there. Part 7, Life of Sin. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, I think it kind of just goes back to me just sounding like a broken record again with like kind of the old school Midas-y sort of sound not really just being my thing. I think just overall the album definitely just feels sort of like a for the OGs type sound from Midas, which again I have no problem with. It's just not really my thing per se, but I'm sure that like if you're an old school Midas fan, you're probably loving this project. But yeah, just in terms of musicality and whatnot, just not really too much up my alley. I think I'd probably give that like a 6.5. I didn't think it was too bad. I think musicality was stronger than some of the other ones in terms of melody wise and whatnot, but it just didn't really blow my mind per se. So I'll let you guys get your votes in, and I think that will be it for the stream. I'll give my overall thoughts on Unity, and then we'll call it a day for the stream. So Midas and Seven Lions are my favorite melodic dubstep artists for a reason. Unity, the song is amazing, and so is Time as time goes on. Fair, I figured that you'd probably enjoy Unity. Looks like good. It's probably gonna be an overwhelming good from chat. We'll let that go a little longer, and then, like I said, I'll give my thoughts on the album. Oh man, social battery's draining. Perfectly fits a good rating. I can see that. Album was a little disappointing. I know Midas's potential, so I expected more from some of these tracks. Fun dropping in. Thanks, Adam, for tuning in. It was fun seeing your name again, my man. Feel free to drop in anytime. We definitely miss you here in the scene. All I want to know is if it's better than Lost until the end. We will get to that. Don't you worry. It's going to get a good from chat. But yeah, I will give my overall thoughts on the album here real quick. Have a good night, Z Sofamorto. Take it easy, brother. We'll catch up soon. Absolutely, brother. But yeah, overall thoughts on the album. I think my expectations were kind of adjusted based on what Midas was saying. He was saying it's going to be, one for the old school fans, one for the OGs. So I kind of changed my expectations for the albums just kind of based off that. I wasn't too hot on the singles either. I mean, Falling Into Mystery was incredible. So thank God for that song. But yeah, I think the album is just like kind of the definition of a not really for me type thing. Some of the songs I actually enjoyed. Wild One was really good. I enjoyed that one. But yeah, I think just overall in terms of musicality wise and whatnot, not necessarily my thing. I think I definitely preferred Lost until the end a little bit more, but I think, like I said, it does its job. It knows what it wants to be. He said from the beginning it's going to be one for the original fans. So I'm sure that they're probably loving this one. If you grew up listening to the Midas, I'm sure that kind of hearing that return to that sound's definitely a beneficial thing for you. But yeah, just personally not really my favorite project in the world per se. I think Lost definitely felt like a stronger project, same with Till the End. So that's just kind of where I'm sitting. But you guys, interested to see what you guys think on that front. But anyways, that will be it from me. I am playing support for Amity tomorrow. I don't know if you guys knew that, but I am playing support at a DJ gig for Amity, so got to prepare for that. That's going to be super dope, probably my biggest gig to date, so I'm going to see if I can get some buddies to take some videos of that. I think that'll be super fun, but yeah, I got to get my track list set up and whatnot, so we're going to be going to do that right away. So congrats, man. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate that, my man. Let's go TKC gig. W, congrats. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that a ton. I only get 45 minutes, but it is what it is. Better than 0. So, and I'm not playing Doors, which is solid. I love TKC. Good luck, TKC. Thank you, Oscar, my man. Appreciate you a ton. Blank just announced he's doing a song with William Black. That's dope. Love TKC. Thank you, Deej. Love you too, brother. Love you, Ulitron. Amity's also the man. Can't wait to meet Nolan. That's going to be fun. He seems like such a dope dude. So good luck, bro. Thank you, my man. Yeah, I'm going to go prepare for that. I will see y'all in the next one and in the Discord. I'll probably see you guys in there as well. So